I just want to say one thing before you finish, right?
Yes.
Whoever listening, whether he's a musician, a producer, artist, a manager, whatever, guys, it have a space for everybody.
That's right.
Everybody have their own space. We
Mhm.
don't have to be making, cause me don't like no heavy vibes and no negativity vibes and things. We do have to heavy down we self and heavy down the thing and heavy down we spirit. Take it from the old man. Take it from the old man. It ain't gonna get you no way. It
Yeah.
ain't gonna get you no way. Just take your time, be humble, be patient, and everything that you want will you'll get it. You don't have to dim somebody light for yours to shine.
Hmm.
Literally, 20 bulbs could this small room I need 20 bulbs could light inside the same room.
Yes.
Let all the so you don't need to screw out somebody bulb for yours to shine. I'm here. Apologies. I am here. I am here.
It's okay. I know you was doing some recording or something.
Yeah,
Something
yeah.
going on there.
I was recording something and then my phone rang and I was talking to a virgin of mine's there and then when I'm watching time I see 9:14. I say, yo, I gotta go. But he still had to talk off my hands for 2 3 seconds still. So you
One
know
thing
go.
I learned with Trinis, you will say I had to go 10 times before them to
Before.
come off a phone.
Exactly. And that's
10
exactly
times.
what happened.
All right.
That
So
is exactly what
before we
happened.
jump in, I want to know how your day went, how everything going. You're mute. Yeah, then go back and come back. Go out and come back.
Mode, so it's on now.
Oh, you're getting calls still.
Yeah, yeah, my phone started ringing. I apologize. Yeah,
Nah, you're fine.
so
You're fine.
my day was good. My day was good. It was quiet. It was calm. If you know me, you know I just wake up late because I'm a night into morning person. So when most people getting up,
Mhm.
I now going to bed. So my days start pretty late most times, and you know, what I mean, today was kind of the same, and
Okay.
it was good. It was
Yeah.
calm.
I
It
see
was
you in a
calm.
business hours on your status. I was like, wait, what?
Yes, because well, you know how the businesses go, and then
Yeah.
people have no respect for personal time
True.
sometimes. So sometimes they're calling you 11 o'clock in the night, talks about business thing, and
Wow.
it's like, bro, come
Yeah, yeah,
on,
yeah.
you gotta have some kind of consideration.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, yeah, yeah. Nobody likes your actually. I remember last night I messaged you and it was like
hmm
11, right? And I
hmm
said, let me just put the message in the draft so in the morning when I wake up.
No, well, your situation is different. It's
No,
like
no,
friends
no,
and family
no,
and
no.
people and things that know me and like we cool. And the best time to message me is in the night
Yes.
because it's when I see it in the daytime. Chances
Mhm.
are I wouldn't see a message until I scroll in sometime later on or something. So yeah, the best time to message me is in the night, but
True.
just not business like people who want to talk about who want to inquire about a show or so you
Yeah,
know what I
yeah,
mean a little
yeah.
professionalism
Yeah,
we
yeah,
operate
yeah,
during
yeah, yeah.
business hours after
Yes.
outside of business hours time for the small talk.
That's true. That's true. That's true. Well,
Yeah.
I like to ask the guests what they're drinking. I don't know if anybody drinking anything. Mm-mm-mm. That,
Well,
that
unfortunately
laugh
for me
said it all.
because I was rushing I didn't get my time to prep my
Oh,
drink so
oh Lord.
presently
That's all right.
presently water.
Don't worry, we in the same boat. Don't mind the cup.
Also,
But
one love fancy cup to drink water.
yeah, I had a sip, you know. I have standards. I want my water a certain way. But I just want to say that there
Mhm,
is a soca lover in the life
mhm.
from, I think they said Suriname or Singapore, correct me if I'm wrong. And they're living in Holland and they're keeping tabs on Nadia Batson because they're telling me all when Nadia coming next over on that side.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
I now see the comment. Yeah,
Yes, yeah, yeah, yeah.
that's
Yeah.
Belgium. Yeah, she'll be in
Hmm.
Belgium that weekend.
So, for those who don't know, I would like you to introduce yourself. Tell us what country you're representing, and where in that country you're at.
My name is Don Iko George. I
Hmm.
am from Trinidad and Tobago, Point
Yes.
14 to be exact. I am a producer, retired DJ that sometimes still DJs, um, songwriter, business
Mm.
owner, artist manager, and all around alien
Producer, editor, videographer, photographer.
videographer. I didn't mention that videographer, you see? Yeah, I dabble in a lot of things. I
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
dabble in a lot.
Yeah, well
Uh,
rounded. Well
yeah,
rounded.
I like I fast. If I see something and I find it interesting, what is that?
Mm.
What is that? Oh, okay.
Yeah,
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 cool.
yeah. I did
I mean,
see. I will get to your Twitter, but I want to plug in that I did see that you were learning to record or produce an Ableton or something like that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I decided to, because for years, like Casey and Nikolai and all of them would be talking about it, and they'd be like, "You still in Logic?" I'd be like, "Yeah, I'm still in Logic because I'm comfortable there." And then
Right.
Bob just said me, and I just said, "But you know what? Let me try." And I decide at the worst possible time to try because I decide that I want to learn Ableton Live, producing an Ableton Live. Wonderful in Resolume Arena, which is a video DJ software. What like those big events where you go to where you see they're controlling the stuff on the screens and the lights and stuff.
Okay.
It can be done through Resolume Arena. So I'm trying to learn that as well as learning color grading in DaVinci as well. So it's just three totally different things, and they're all complicated in their own ways that I
Wow.
just play fast and decide to study at the same time.
Yeah, your brain does just be all over the place, I bet.
Yeah, so yeah, well, I like it. I like it. So I mean, I'll stick with it, and
Mm-hmm.
it's be a good vibe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Well, 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 I want to thank you for your time. I know we just jumped in, but I want to thank you for your time and for coming
no
and joining
problem,
me on Behind the Soca. Right? I know
no
we have
problem,
things
no
to
problem.
talk about. So let's start
Mhm.
with who inspired you to become a DJ?
Um, DJing was the first step for me in music, and
Mm-hmm.
DJing was never in my plans at all. When I used to go to school, I was into like sports, so I used to play football, basketball,
Wow.
cricket. I used to play everything possible. I used to play. Them days are small, are skinny, I
Oh,
mean,
wow.
agile, I think, whatever, whatever. And I have a partner. To this day, I still remember Dream Goose. Um, One day he came in school and he was like, "Oh no!" Before that, so I had this next partner. I think that was in his form one or two, an Indian guy by name of Riyadh, and he came to school with this cassette, and was the first time I heard like the Jamaican culture in that way with the
Mm-hmm.
song systems, and it was Kilimanjaro on the cassette, and I always liked it, and I asked him for it, and he gave it to me, so I always used to listen to it,
Okay.
and then. Even then, I still like listening to it, but I wasn't into DJing. And then my partner Goose, he was like, "Boy, we have a DJ group, Home by Me, thing you could come and join, thing whatever,
Mhm.
whatever, whatever." But I knew nothing about thing. But from ever since I never run away from a challenge. So I was like,
Right.
"Well, all right, okay, let me go." Thing and you know what I mean. After school, we used to go up by him under the house. They showed me
Mhm.
how to use the turntables, how to use everything, whatever. You know what I mean. And that's where I kind of fall in love with it. Then you know what I mean. So that was whew, that was some time back. I'm not trying to sound old because I ain't that old, but it started very young for me now. You know what I mean? It started very young for me, and you know what I mean. And thankfully, I mean, I started young and it took off good for me young.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
We saw,
Yes.
you know what I mean, the group that I was with at that time called Idle Hands. We were young and we saw, a decent amount of success within the neighborhood and,
Okay.
you know what I mean, in the community. we from Point, so we used to get all the shows in Point, and in San Fernando, people started know and hear about us. And all are we going to school? All are we
Mm-hmm.
going to school, you know what I mean? So during the week we in school and in the weekends we have clubs to go and play. And sometimes like my partner Kevin, one of the things, well, that was one of the issues that I would say happened in the group when I left that group was Kevin was even younger than me. And sometimes we have to go and play. And he was like, no, Kevin, I'm going anyway.
Wow. Moms
Yeah, yeah,
going to
so
on moms.
yeah, so Bob's was blocking. So,
Mm-mm.
but yeah, after that turned into end up meeting my virgin Cooper and meeting Ding Dong and different people and then Cooper had a group called Digital at that time. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? And I so you know what I mean that link ended up there and then that just blossomed
Wow.
into years of magic. I would say years of magic.
Right.
It was a time. It was the you know what I mean the glory days of song system and partying and clubbing in Trinidad. You know what I mean? And in my little area in my south side, you know what I mean, I was a little part of that. You know what I mean?
Okay. I hear you
Yeah.
mention
So
cassettes, and I was like, wait.
yeah,
Wow.
I'm something like a real old man. Eh?
No, no, no.
No,
I
but
was
this.
like, the first thing came to my head was, you no longer in see a cassette.
Yeah, son. Yeah, son. The other day I bounced up a CD with some stuff I had back up from when I used to work at the radio station. I used to do production for them, so I had like all the Pro Tools files and things backed up on a CD. I bounced into that the other day. Yeah, me
Mhm.
Jesus Christ! I don't think my computer have a CD drive. Where I even put in this? Go watch and see. Yeah, no, my computer no CD drive. Yeah, son.
They don't make them
It should,
anymore.
nah, that's
They
all run that
don't.
day. Eh? Imagine that.
They don't. But
Yeah.
tell us a bit about digital entertainment song, especially
Mhm.
about how you and your team came up with the name, or was the name there and then you joined? Like how digital
hmm
entertainment song came about?
The name was there before. Same
Mm-hmm.
place in community, all the way from Point Fortin.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so Digital was one of the groups that was around during the time when I was coming in and think Cooper and Kevin at that time. They were the ones that started it. And yeah, I can't remember the story of how they came up with the name, but
Okay.
I was not part then.
Oh,
You
okay.
know, what I mean, I came in after that.
Right.
Yeah, I came in what's his name? Viking Ding Dong, as everybody know him, Viking Ding Dong now. Before I joined Digital, he became a part of the group. He was like the young boy in the thing, in the crew.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
All the way from Point, you know what I mean? And
Right.
then right after him, I joined. And yeah, let's say just community from Point 14, doing all the community things, being a part of all the events. You know what I mean? We quickly, because all of us were young, we could look in, you know what I mean? We think, you know what I mean? So it's girls and it's things. So people know us in the community. You know, we build a nice little vibe
Mhm.
and a following. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's basically where that came
Wow.
from. I mean, I mean, digital is still around today,
Yeah.
but we're not as active because Cooper no longer DJs events like that anymore, unless it's like somebody
Mhm.
private event. I
Right.
no longer do it. If it's like, I mean, if it's like something with plate, I'll go and do it.
Mhm.
Um, the only person who really plays at events as on digital now is DJ Terrell, who's the newest member for like about
Mhm.
3 years now.
Okay.
He plays on the radio and he plays in events with Gilly and all of that. But yeah, we from Point Fortin, we started off. From there we were on radio on 91.9 for many years. Um, the digital era had many different phases.
Mhm.
A lot of people don't even know Ezel, who's on Ojo.
Yeah.
Ezel was a member of Digital as
Oh
well.
wow.
Um,
And
yeah,
all these
Ezel was a member.
appointments.
Yeah, Ezel all is a point. But
Wow.
everybody who passed through from Point. And that wasn't even by design, it just turned out that way.
that way.
You know what I mean? Yeah, you know what I mean? And everybody, as we got bigger and everybody moved from Point and coming town and think everybody started finding different paths and
Mm-hmm.
whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Easel and John Boy, Bella Vibe, they started do
Yes.
their thing their way. And to this day they still do that
Mm-hmm.
Shaolin pass through at that point.
Wow.
Ding Dong meet up with them guys from associate degree. He ended
Mm-hmm.
up going and join associate degree. Then he went on 96.1. I mean, so just take different forms and different journeys over the years.
Wow.
But yes, as to get into the digitalness of it, oh boy, it has some stories there. That could be very. We had some good times. That's some good times.
So you guys were the song of Point. You were the Point song.
We there was a period now, as with everything, everybody just have them little period where they are the they are the
Mm-hmm.
person. So we had our
Mm-hmm.
little our little period, but it always had other people. That people was there before us.
Right.
Um, and some of them still DJing down there to this day, like Quickstar and Underground, and back in the days it had Killer B, rest in peace Killer B, and it had different people who was around and stayed relevant and think whatever. But we came in as the young guys, thing with a different vibe, a little spicy approach because we used to get a little carried away sometimes. But it's only now that we grown I could admit that, and realize,
I
uh,
can't.
yeah, I was doing the most. But yeah,
No,
yeah,
I was laughing. I'm laughing, sorry, because you said all the girls and this and that and the following, and I'm like, wow, and imagine back then they didn't even have Instagram and all that
no,
social media. So,
no, he's jealous from Sen and Facebook,
not
and not
jealous.
Facebook, MySpace,
Oh, and high five.
High Five and all them shit for this. What? Yeah, no, but I mean,
Don't let
that
them
kind of
know.
point for them. That kind of point for them small, so like everybody know everybody, and especially if you're around this circle, is the same
Mhm.
people partying. So what I mean, everybody just kind of know everybody. What I mean,
Right.
and yeah, that was more or less that.
So, it seems that you it seems like your love song clash, right?
hmm
Um,
hmm
and how many song clash events or song clash competitions did Digital Entertainment Song enter?
Two.
Okay.
We did two. One very very long ago, which was a small one, point 14 in the community.
Mm-hmm.
I think we came second in that one, and then
Mm-hmm.
the sound wasn't active for many many years. Because I say Cooper doing his own thing, I doing my own thing. So we're not into the DJing like that. And during the pandemic, of Virgil and mine, Shotmaster G,
Yeah.
he was the one that actually chained me up, and he was like, "I call them dubs, yeah, they come on the radio and play them,
That
whatever, whatever, whatever."
sounds
And
so
he
like him.
yeah, and he chained me up and made me go on the radio. I went to the radio, played, and everybody was like, "Tell you, I go to whatever, whatever, digital, them in a tune, whatever, whatever." Then people started different radio stations, different little events. People start having and thing, whatever, whatever. And then and then that was that was the year before, I think, when Taurus movement had their anniversary. They had a clash, and they
Yeah.
invited us to be a part, and we won that one, which was like the first major clash that we had. You know what I mean? And yeah, and that was
Mhm.
it. Haven't done it since. I promised myself to make time to do one more before I officially hang it up.
Oh
Yeah, but
Lord.
one more. Yeah, before I officially
But
hang it up,
that
one
was
more,
the
one
one
more.
in Songforge?
Yeah, Songforge,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
was a Songforge.
I was
That was
like,
real good.
I was shocked. I said, what?
No,
Like,
because
can it
see, because like okay, like even people who know me and know I used to DJ, it's
be?
been so long that most people that know me now don't know me in that light, or
Yes.
even if you know me from a long time, you don't remember me in that light because it's
Mm-hmm.
really been a while. And I mean, I
Right.
don't be on the scene like that, so it's always
Right.
it's like, uh, I what? Okay, okay.
Well, let me tell you what shocked me because
Mhm.
I didn't know Iko from back then. Back
Right.
in April, you won Boom Champions 94.1 juggling tunes.
Right.
Like real tunes. And I was like, it was like you was in a state of euphoria, right? And
That's my
Mike
thing.
and
That's my thing.
Mike and Tono, not just playing Mike and but like
So,
how did that come about? How you end up on Boom Champions Radio back in
so
April?
funny enough, right? Most people that know me now don't know that I'm not a DJ.
Mm-hmm.
Like this DJ. I am not a DJ.
Yeah.
I was always the MC. But
Oh,
because for years, because as I say, because that stopped for so long, and most people that would have seen me, they would see me DJing for Nadia, or they would see
right.
me DJing for this one. By the way, I think my thing froze
No.
since my phone rang. My
Oh,
yeah,
it's
my
second.
thing froze. So I can't. No, it just stuck, so I just can't see any
The
updates or
comments,
anything on
I
the
will let
screen.
you know.
Yeah.
Okay, so Selector Andel out of Florida says the general.
All right. Yeah, so I don't see
I
anything popping up.
will let you know if
But
any
yeah,
questions come in. Mm-hmm.
that's what you tell me who tried to come wrong me started
What?
bad them up now. I some out of time and friends now.
Oh my gosh. Oh my
Uh,
god. Well, they already didn't expect you to be on a live, so.
yeah, exactly. So, but yeah, that a lot of people didn't know that I am actually a MC, and I haven't been doing that in a while. Even when I go to the radio station, I just be DJing because
Mm.
that's what they assume
Yeah,
that I am. But
yeah.
I'm actually not a DJ. I'm actually not even a good DJ. I can just scream through.
What?
I can just
What?
scream through. I know the basic, but I can scream through.
But you could talk.
But yeah, but I just don't get the opportunities to do it
Mhm.
because you know what I mean that's not who I am anymore, you know what I mean? So
Okay.
I don't really push myself in that way. When the little passion thing come, I will do it.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? But
you mash
aside
up
from
the
that, you know.
clash.
But yeah, with the Boom Champions thing, DJ Terrell was a part of the digital as well. He works on Boom Champions, and
Okay.
the holiday was coming up, and DJ Karen, who is I don't know, Karen is the program director. Or
I
either
believe
program director or
so.
assistant director, but
Mhm.
DJ Karen told him to invite Aiko because they want to do a holiday thing with dubs and song system
Oh.
vibes and whatever. So he told me, well, I come. And but I did it before for them like about 3 years ago. I think
Mhm.
right after the pandemic, we did one that was real good. Um, then we did no, the following year I wasn't around for Easter time, so I didn't do
Mhm.
it.
Okay.
So I think I missed two and I was actually home for Easter this year to be able to do it this year. So that's basically how that came along through Terrell and Karen just kind of making the link and pulling the old man out of yours.
Man, you was in a whew, you was in your zone. I was like, thanks to the little
Listen,
video clip. I mean, what the hell? When I say that, what the hell? You hear me? What the hell? How this happened?
that is one of the few times you would see me dancing. That is one
But
of the few
then
times you would see me dancing. I love dub plates bad and I
I
love mines
realized.
because they're creative and they're good.
Mm-hmm.
So I just have a good time with them. I just be in my zone of that. Other than that, any music playing, I'm like this. I'm not
Yeah, you're
moving.
taking it easy.
I'm not moving. I'm not moving a muscle.
I
Yeah.
think for the clash, what really kill it. You see that
Mhm.
now, you have the plate. When you drop that,
What
and you just,
man?
I
What
was
man?
shocked.
And what man? And people don't even know how I beg for that. I beg for that.
Never,
What?
never,
What?
never.
Listen, anybody that actually like DJs who knows Nadia personally knows she doesn't like to do plates.
Okay.
This is not something that she doesn't do much plate sessions. People always
Okay.
asking, she don't
Yes.
do like it's very rare you would see Nadia do that plate. Most time it'll be once or twice for the year, and that is if I beg her to do it, she will do it.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, is not her thing. You know what I mean? So
Okay.
so yeah. So with that, the song was fresh and the song was big,
Yes.
big at that time. Whatever, whatever, and yeah, that we are supposed to be at the clash for 12 o'clock. 12 o'clock. Cooper, Terrell, and me home by me in the studio, and we are begging Nadia, please,
Oh
please.
my God. No
We're
way.
supposed to be there for 12, for the clash started 1. Do slow, she
Well, the
finally said,
stringing is slow.
yeah, she finally, but they was waiting for we though.
Oh,
She
wow.
finally said,
Okay.
all right, let me do it. Let me do it. She said, I lyrics. I said, of course I have lyrics. I pull out lyrics. I don't have it there already. She do it, quick, speed down the road. So throughout the
Wow.
whole clash, I just have it there, and I just know,
You're going
oh, you
to kill us.
motherfuckers don't even know what's about to happen. I know I feel it because the song was huge then last, so it was like I just went being confident because I knew I had it there. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I mean? And I think people
Right.
was kind of expecting it too. They
You
wasn't
think
sure
so?
how it would have sounded. Yeah, they wasn't sure how it would have sounded, but they was expecting me to come with something. But
Mm.
I think that pretty much shocked them.
Yeah, yeah.
That
That was
that
right.
that
That
shocked them.
that like a Batman twist on that. that, that was the shock factor.
Yeah,
Definitely
yeah, that
was.
was that was a good vibe, man. It was a nice, it was
So
an enjoyable time.
I want to know, when did you
Hmm.
decide to dabble in music production?
So the transition from music production, so going back to the DJing thing,
Mm-hmm.
I was always a big fan of self-construction growing up.
Mm-hmm.
Every Saturday, my radio and listening
Right.
self-construction. Johan was like my hero, was like my hero. So thing, whatever. I kind of follow it their same path in terms of like with the dub plates, the soca plates, and things like
Okay.
the people that into DJing that know about digital know when it comes to soca plates. It's probably us and probably Frankie P that have like
No,
the
oh
like
yeah.
that
Frankie.
on that level now. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And this is still a song that not active. You know what I mean? But we still have like haven't had, you know what I mean, a great amount of dub plates.
Mm-hmm.
And so in patterning that self-construction vibes, in the radio station thing, whatever, I remember I met Johan one time and he used to tell me that he does mix his own dubs and he does do ads and he think whatever, whatever, whatever. And I was like, well, me know how to do them thing. And it had a brethren named KG, selector KG, lives in New York now.
Okay.
KG used to do the ads and thing at the radio station and I tell him, I say, I want to learn.
Right.
Yeah, so he said, just come and sit down here and watch me. Yeah, so and I pick up and I sit down and I watch it, whatever, whatever, whatever. And then KG was migrating at that time, and I ended up getting the job to be the production person at the radio station. So it turned into from the
Wow.
DJing, it turned into DJing and doing commercials and thing. Whatever, I got good at it fast. I wouldn't lie, I got good at it fast, and for a period of time, all the major events during Carnival, during the summer, everything I would do all the ads for everything, all the concerts with Buju, with Movado, with Cartel,
What?
all the big feds, Barbarossa, them time, Fire Fed, Wassa Fed, Insomnia, everything I used to do, all the ads I used to do. Because this was the era before Marcus X Base and the Marcus X Base and them came
Yes.
right after me and take over and Motion and all of them. So it was around that period, and from doing the ads. I got into music. Funny enough, funny enough, I don't think you would remember this. My first time dabbling in like production with music was
Mm.
that was when I met Problem Child, and he had this song with "We Wanna Party Hard." I said, "You wanna party hard?" The remix with
The-
with I can't
yeah.
remember the Afrobeats song. And
Mm-hmm.
I met him around that time, and I remember he came with the vocals and the instrumental, and he was like, "I could just put a quick mix on it, like how you just mix them dub plate, and I'll put this out, whatever, whatever,
Wow.
whatever." And it had a verse that he did, but it was down, and I really like it. I don't
Okay.
really like it there. So I take it and I put it to the top of it and I send it to him and I say, well, I don't know if he gonna like it. So because I used to like to chop up the beats for my dubs and thing. So I
Right.
rearrange it, put it to the top and cut up the beat. So it's I mean, we pull up this car. We make ready to dub
Yes,
land the big
yes,
car.
yes.
We know we can't language in that. And that how the song end up starting that way. And
He
from
sang
that I was
that?
like, yeah, it had a problem child. He did a remix to it. It had another guy that did the song.
No, I know the
The song.
remix. Yeah, I was like,
Yeah,
wow, I don't know he did the remix. I thought, why is
yeah,
it called?
problem child party hard. Who was that man? The one her name escaping the boy. Sorry, I pulled it up. Don Iko.
Oh, yeah,
Don Iko, that's the
yeah,
name.
Donnie,
Yeah. Hey, yo. Yeah. So that was
uh-huh.
the song that problem did the remix. One that was like the first thing I did. I was like,
Wow,
I
it
kind of
sounds
like it.
like busy
And then
signal.
you know and then I remember once or twice I asked me to record Ira George asked me to record couple songs for him
Mm.
because it was his radio station, so I was in his studio at that time, and so I did a couple of those, and then I can't remember. Oh, I remember Johan had put out a rhythm called the Sahara rhythm,
Mm.
and I was like, I really like this song. All these songs on dub plate, thing, all these songs. And I was like, boy, I wonder how you make this, man. I wonder if I can do one like this coming back to the time. Here I am,
Right.
man, growing up. That who I emulating. And I said, I wonder if I can do this.
Right.
And I started to dab dab a little bit. And yeah, and then eventually I was, to be honest, I wasn't taking it serious at first.
Mm.
And around that time, I met Nadia that time. I met Miss Alicia that time. I met
Yes.
Vibe, Terry Seals, Michelle Sylvester. They had a crew called the Big Artist Crew,
Okay.
and and I was good with all of them at that time. I mean, mutual support. They supported me. I supported them.
Mm.
Whatever, whatever. And I mean, I told all of them, I basically want to get into the music production. I want to try it, I mean, only okay, my
Mm.
strength, whatever. Everybody like, yeah, just think what's your thing, good, we give your strength, whatever. And my first ever rhythm that I put out, I remember Ziggy Rankin did a song on it. Nadia did a song, Ricardo Drew. Rest in peace, Ricardo. Patrice did a song on it for me. Um, was that the rhythm with Maca Diamond, boy? I don't think so. But I never the real song on this one. It was
Look
my
at me
first
thinking for
production.
your
So
life.
yeah, so I was in my group because like yeah, to your first rhythm, I have about 8, 9 songs and wasn't a big artist. Somebody think, why I feeling real good.
Of
Yeah, something.
course.
So that was the first one, promiscuous rhythm. I think
Okay.
I sang a song on it as well. Because some ever since one thing people don't know about me is that I write music. I'm not a singer, but almost everything that I produce, I have a song written on it. I write.
Oh, I thought
But
you
I
said
just don't.
you sang the song because
But
I like,
but yes, I
huh?
did. I did. I released songs before.
Send,
I
send,
released songs before, but not.
send it to me
But
when we
not.
done here.
Yeah, but not under those serious vibes like trying to be an artist or anything like
Okay.
that. Because that was never my intention. I just like writing music and singing and thing in the studio. So like I
Mm-hmm.
do a lot of background vocals on people's songs in the studio, but actually singing no, that ain't my thing. But yeah, it turned into the production and one thing turned to the next, and what I mean, and going along the years, I met a lot of people and made a lot of relationships and thing, built a lot of relationships, sorry, and that caused a lot of people to, give me that support when I was now
That's
starting up.
that's good.
You know what I mean? So different people, different projects. Like at one point I had a reggae project with Maximus Dan and Squeezy
Mm.
Rankin. You know what I mean? Different people give me strength over the years with different things. So but yeah, that's basically where it came from, and I just kind of just jump into it. And now I'm trying to find back the love for it. I only recently trying to find back the love for it, if I'm being honest.
But
I kind of lost it for a
but
little bit.
no, you haven't because I've seen that even in out of the carnival season, you will always have some kind of feel good or reggae vibe or something that
Mhm.
could run through the summer, you
I
know?
love I love reggae, and I build a lot of reggae beats as well.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but what I meant by that is not that I don't put out music. I do. It's just not in the volume that I used to before.
Right.
So like before when Carnival come, I would have 4 or 5 rhythms,
Mm.
6 singles, different things out. Um, sometimes there's been carnivals with the last couple of years that I didn't put one song out. I didn't
Really?
put, yeah, I didn't put one song out. I would put it out after, or I'll put out something after carnival. I'll put out my reggae stuff that I do during the year, that kind of vibe. So everything with me is music, is the vibe, the
Mm.
energy, and what feels right. So I'm not putting out anything unless I'm feeling good about it to myself, you know what I mean?
Mm.
Because 98% of the productions that I do, nobody hears them because
Right.
there's just, you know what I mean? And I think a lot of producers like that too, you do things and it's like, this night you scrap, you go again, you know what I
Right.
mean? And
Right.
and I found myself in a funk for a little while, just kind of just doubting myself
Mm-hmm.
and um and questioning, you know what I mean? Should I keep doing this? Should I keep doing it? Because a lot of things, one thing that people don't know that is as much as it's hard for artists, it's hard for producers as well.
Right.
Um, it's hard
That I did.
for producers as well. Oh yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's hard for producers as well dealing with artists and
Yeah.
because one thing. So I am one. I work with a lot of I work with a lot of upcoming and younger talents. I have no problem with that, investing in them and
Mm-hmm.
helping them where I can. However, the reality is we had to live as well, and the younger artist is not going to help
Understand.
us to get at it. So we try to rely on certain artists, and it's become difficult for producers because now we in an era where one, nobody pays for songs anymore, pays for production anymore. Everybody, because
Really? Oh,
it's a million
rhythm.
producers with a million rhythms and thing
Mm.
whatever. So everybody getting something to jump on. So it's like you're not making that
Mm.
income from people
Wow.
paying for your beat. You have to make money on the back end. You understand?
Okay.
And on the back end, you need, for lack of a better, you need certain names on it that stream well so that you could see some sort of recoupment on your investment. You know what I mean? But yeah, what was
Well,
I talking about?
that's
I lost myself and
there's no no
what I
no no
talking
no.
here.
There eyes popping up on the comments here because yeah, that's what you said. There's a real eye opener.
Hmm.
Um, and it's gonna make me go into something else. So I'm like, so how do producers stop that? Like, or would they stop it, or would they just be like, you know what, it's easier because from what I have understood, it's
Hmm.
difficult to get the big artists on the rhythm, and it's like you're running them long in a sense. But
Yeah,
if you're
I think
saying,
that's the issue that a lot of us have in that
mhm,
it is difficult to get a lot of them, and you know what I mean, and not everybody is as communicative as they should be. You know what I mean, some people
right,
will give you assurances, then they stop answering their phone, and you know what I mean, you're messaging 10, 20 times and answering and thing, and I have
right,
no patience. I have no patience for that because I am a simple yes or no person. You
yes,
know what I mean? Now I ain't feeling that. You know what I mean? And I good. I mean not a no feelings
exactly,
thing because everything that I do, you're not gonna like it. Everything that you do, I not gonna like
right,
it. But it's just
right.
a respecting that. Now
Mhm.
I ain't feeling that, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
You know what I mean? And
yeah.
just sometimes when certain people burn you or that you feel as though you have a better relationship with, it makes you kind of get a little bitter and things. So all that kind of just put me in a funk with music production on the whole. As I say, I only now finding back the love for it.
Wow, I, I, I'm telling you, it's very baffling to know
Mm,
that producers go through these things because,
mm,
like, what you're saying is like things I will deal with. Like, I will be hit.
mm,
Communication goes a long way. Just come back and say
yeah.
no. Big man thing.
Yeah.
Just come back and say nah. And it's a cool scene at the end of the day. you had to take feelings out of it.
Yeah,
Business is
it's a
business.
business, It's a business, and I feel as though if it is that we operate in a business and we, it's also
Mm.
respect too. It's a lot of respect too because all of us in the
Right.
same circle, in the same thing.
Yeah.
Because what tends to happen, what tends to happen is that okay, if you come and snub me now, next year I have a big rhythm. You come in to message me, say, "Oh brother, where are they for me? Where are they for me?" I
What?
watching you and I saying, "But I don't want
Nothing.
nothing. I don't want nothing." Because like, dog, you know what I mean? And it's not just about it's not about feelings, but you don't understand this. The respect goes both ways. Like, okay, you are respect. You just show
Yeah.
me back the same amount of respect. Now, boy, I ain't really feeling this now, boy.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
could have said me ten thing there, but I ain't really feeling them now. But
Yeah.
the moment you put out one song, and it happens every time. The moment you put out one song and it become a hit out there, all of a sudden, oh, you ain't send me that one, boy. You ain't
Yeah.
send me that one. What you leave out, but you leave out. No, we trying to work with you here, but you ain't
Yeah.
communicating. So if I know you
Mm.
don't like
So
these
let's forget
five
that
here, I can
part.
say yeah. If I know you don't like
Yeah.
these two rhythms here, I can send you two different ones so you
Yeah.
can watch them and say, well, all right, okay, yeah, I
Exactly.
like them. Yeah, son, but yeah, it
Exactly.
was communication. It's
Mm-hmm. And
communication,
they
you
don't
know.
understand that, like, when
Mm-hmm.
you when I said, oh, damn, the bridge you had to cross, I mean, you mightn't think then in the moment you had
Mm-hmm.
to come back and cross that bridge.
Mm-hmm.
But you
But
never know.
that's exactly what happens. That's what
So,
exactly what happens. Most people feel as though, all right, okay, that is just a producer. It happen many of them, whatever. But this thing have a way that's growing in our circle. Yeah.
yeah. And then,
Mm.
too, what I've come to realize, the producers are stuck. The
Yeah, of
producers are
course,
stuck.
of course. There
Yeah.
are many producer groups, and we discuss certain
Mm.
challenges that thing, and then we realize, and then everybody realize, oh, so it's not just me. Yeah,
Me,
son,
yeah.
and this is like some of the bigger producers, the more successful producers who
Mm-hmm.
even I look up to, and I would be hearing like hearing stories of things like they going through and that they just go through, and I just be like, oh, well, I thought it was just me. I thought I was just the dog in here. Yeah, son,
No,
but then
it's
realizing
brownie.
yeah, I thought I was brownie, but I give everybody, you know what I mean? So, but yeah,
Um,
I just learned to just kind of navigate it and
yeah,
just avoid certain situations. So,
yeah.
yeah,
Well,
when the vibe is
yeah.
right and the energy is good, something will come out. If not,
You wait, wait your time.
I'll wait till it's time.
Well,
It's
I'm
the right
very,
time.
very happy to hear the other side of it. You know,
Hmm.
the other side of it. Yes, you mentioned something, and I want to joy and dislike. You said y- you will work on productions and then you'll be
Hmm.
like, like it missing something, or you don't
Hmm.
think I'm feeling too confident about putting this out right now. I might sit
Hmm.
out this season, or you could be too busy because you have other things going on. You
Hmm.
didn't really get the time to allot to this project and hone in on the project, so you decide to wait.
Hmm.
You think an artist can say, momentum ain't too good right now. I ain't feeling 200 this season. And
Hmm.
you know what? I will just wait till next season.
As an artist, no. Um,
Exactly.
so artists, I wouldn't recommend it. Okay, so this is me wearing my artist manager
Which
hat now.
we will get to,
Definitely no.
yes. Mm-hmm.
Definitely no, because the moment you take yourself out of the picture, this business not forgiving, and they're not holding a space for
Right.
anybody. So the
Right.
moment you take yourself out of your space and decide, hey, I'm not contributing to my space, guess what? It has somebody who come in and stand up in your spot. Yeah, son, especially younger ones who now coming in and thing. You have seasoned people like Marshall who in a category of their own. So like
In
Marshall,
their own. Mm-hmm.
Destra, these people, it are people who in a different hemisphere that they could not record for a season. And then they could come back the next year and record, and they will be okay because their
Mash up
spot
the
is their spot
place.
because they have their space. You know what I
They
mean?
pay
But
their dues.
especially, yeah, they paid their dues and they've been around for forever and they are household names. So it's
Mm-hmm.
like if Bungie don't
Right.
put out a song for this carnival, it's not like if when he come the following carnival, we're gonna be like, nah my girl and my widow. No,
I
that
mean,
is the
people
Bungie girl.
will talk about it. They're gonna be like, "Why did he? How he go so
They
that?"
will, but the reality is that is him. He is
Yeah,
him.
yeah,
You understand? You can't take away his contribution. You can't take away his space. His space is his
right.
space. So for and this is a conversation that I've had with many younger artists over the years because I've tried with Father Lord knows I've tried with many of them and is you can't you can't half step is either you're in or you're out.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And I think I think a lot of people don't want to put in the work they wanted to quit without realizing that okay, you have people like Bunji Garlin who was singing for 15 years before he bust. There are people
Lyrical.
who lyrical singing for forever, Nadia Batson singing for forever before they
Mm-hmm.
bust. Yes, and these people, there's not every, you will have the one-off people who may come in and
Right.
instantly when voice was singing, but first time jumping into the majors, he catch one time.
One
Yes,
time.
and
Yeah.
you have situations like Turner where Turner went viral from a video
Mm-hmm.
that was circulating online, and he got a head start into the industry that way. But for most
Right.
people, it's not like that. You have to put in the work. Yeah, and so
Mm.
you singing for 2 3 years and then telling me, boy, this hard and I fed up and think whatever. You ain't start yet. Trust me, you will start yet. And this is not just for artists. This is for producers as well because it will
Mm-hmm.
take you a while before you find yourself. I listen back to some of my old work now and be like, what shit you was doing? Yeah, son, what shit is that? Why them artists sing on that? So them many what nonsense that is? Yeah, son, because you think in the moment you think you're ready now, but
Yeah.
you're not ready until the universe aligns and everything aligns for you and put things in place for you to be ready.
Yeah.
In just our personal egos, we think that we're ready, and every little thing we make, we write,
Mhm.
we sing, we think is the greatest thing, and but really and truly, we had to wait until to grow, to make the mistakes, to do the shoppiness, and then you find yourself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I think that's
definitely,
with any business.
yeah, of course. And
Yeah.
definitely the worst thing you could do as a young artist is to take a break. You can't be serious on taking a break. Trust me, they are not. I'm not throwing no shade at anybody
Mhm.
or anything, but it's just facts. Like you cannot afford to take a break. You cannot afford
Listen,
to take a break because they will forget you.
what
They will
you're not the
forget
first
you.
person I've heard said that, and I know Miss Callie is on the live listening, and I know
Mhm,
she coming to tell me something. Good night to everyone
mhm.
joining us. I'm gonna take a quick break. I see official Papu, Cordell, Miss Callie. Yeah, a bunch of people that jumped on. God voice and jumped on. So good night to everyone that's joining us on Behind the Soca. This is Behind the
Nice.
Soca with Don Iko, the man
Mhm,
himself.
Me and
But
thee.
I wanna go back to I know you can't see it, but Papu said big up Aiko.
Bless up, Papa.
Yeah,
Right
I
at it.
wanna go back to I want you to tell me if off the top of your head, if you can remember, how many people you have produced for
Oh,
rhythms.
jeez.
Oh, hold on, wait. Anika Berry, big up yourself. Sorry, sweetheart. I saw you come on and Turbo Famous, always locked. But how many people have you produced for? If you can remember the name of the rhythms, the name of the songs, just off the top of your head, where you have a scroll.
Right. So, Promiscuous Rhythm, that was one of my first. That was Ricardo Drew, as I said, Patrice Roberts, Nadia Batson,
Mhm.
Ziggy Rankin, Miss Alicia. Um, I'm forgetting others. Let me just call names. So
Off the top.
I produced for Marshall, Papa Bottle,
Okay, what too? You
um,
said that earlier.
that's Patrol Rhythm, that's mines. I produced for Destra, Lyrical, Nadia Batson, of course, with quite a few of Nadia songs that I did. Not all was big.
Mhm.
And it has some that people think I produced that I did not produce. So I was also had to be like, I didn't produce it. So like with Nadia, I did No Pressure.
Okay.
Um, I did Counting My
That,
Blessings. Um, this year I did Together and something else. Something else. Plenty songs, but yeah. Nadia and Romain Virgo, I
oh,
was a part
oh,
of the production,
yes.
myself and Alana, Quiet Storm.
Hmm.
Nadia, Best in a While, that was Quiet Storm and myself as well. Um, um, who else have I produced for from Jamaica? Maca Diamond, um,
Terry Lyons.
Version, Roman Virgo, I did Terry Lyons, I Am Lion.
Hmm.
Ooh, yeah, I forgot about that rhythm. That was the truck stop rhythm. Um, Jojo, Shake That.
Oh,
Um,
yes.
oof, um,
Um,
plenty song, you know.
say that again.
Plenty song.
I know a
I
whole
said
scroll. That's what I was
plenty
saying.
song.
I have a scroll.
Yeah, plenty songs over the years. What was the name of the rhythm? North Star Rhythm. That was with Bunji, Fian, Nadia, Lyrical. I did something with M1.
Hmm.
Well, I did a few things for Lyrical. Lyrical, part of your nature. I
Yes,
did that.
I played that.
Lyrical Magical, which is on the Fig Leaf Rhythm.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, I think I do quite a few songs with Lyrical over the years.
Miss Callie
Um,
saying, call thing, call thing.
Girl, I try to remember. I try to remember. But yeah, these songs, they're just not coming to me now, but it's a lot of songs.
Tish, you work with Tish.
Yes,
You work
to show official,
with
yes.
you work with Keone.
Yes, yes.
Okay, all right.
Presently, that is two of the younger artists that I work with.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and we just, I mean, they're still young and they're still finding their way, so we do a bit of everything.
Right.
We do a bit of reggae when they're in that mood. We do dancehall, we do soca, we do pop, we do everything okay, so like with Tish, we do with her, I do way more. So like I have a whole R&B album with her that's
Wow.
done, that's completed, that it's just there. You know what I mean? It's just when is the right time to release it, it
Right.
will it will come
Yes.
out, you know what I mean? Because she's somebody that I find very, very talented, and you know
It's
what I mean? And
versatile.
she will, yeah, and she
Mhm.
hungry for it, and I like that.
Yes.
You know what I mean? I like to see people that, if I call, what's the time? It's 10 o'clock now. If I message Tish, you know what I say, Tish, I'll start to give you, come and check me by the studio. She'll say, hold on, let me see if I can get a taxi, and she will come right now.
Wow.
She
No.
hungry for it.
Wow.
She hungry for it, and I always liked and respected that. You know what I mean? But
Nice.
yeah, I work with Keone, and I have a session with Keone on Friday,
Hmm.
to work on some stuff as well. I have I have a well, if I could say this on the live, boy, I have a reggae with Anita Berry coming just
She
now.
okay, cause she messaged and said cherry lips, and I was
Uh,
like, I want to ask her what she talking about.
oh no, no, Cherry Lips was the name of a rhythm that I had with Anita Berry, Mike Keller, and Tish Official. That was a rhythm
Okay.
that I had. That was the name of that rhythm. Yeah,
Okay.
that's like. But I have a bad reggae song with her. But she know I was dabbling in my thing, and she messaged me. She was like, "I wanna try one." I was like, "You serious?" She
Yes.
said, "Yeah."
Yes.
And I
Yes.
sent her a couple things, and she write a badass song, video done, shoot everything.
Oh well.
So
Oh
I
yes,
just
that
had
one stop shop, you know. So
yeah. So
it's like by
I just had
you.
to go
It's a
on.
one stop shop.
No, I didn't do the video. I didn't do the video. I think Ransom
No,
Entertainment did
that's
it.
what I say. I
Um,
say in my her is a one stop shop, just like it is
yeah,
by you.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. So video done. So I just had to mix
Mm.
and hopefully put that out within the next week or two.
Good.
Um,
Good.
but yeah, mm,
Because I always believe in, yeah, you have your songs for carnival, but you need something for summer. You
mm,
need something to write in summer, you know?
yeah,
I just
well,
me.
yeah,
So I waiting to hear this
and
this this song.
And but for me, it's like this is from my perspective. I am
Mm-hmm.
a music person. I'm into and I love music. So when I in my studio in the night, I hear the place bright now, but it don't normally be so bright. The place
Right.
dark. Thing. I burning my herbs, my candle lighted in the corner, and my glass of wine, and I listen to everything. I will listen to from Afro beats to pop to
Mm-hmm.
reggae, dancehall, soca, everything, and I just try to pull influence, inspiration,
Tradition,
sorry,
yes.
on
Yes.
from me and every way. So I would a lot of the stuff I've been dabbling with, which I don't release, which maybe I should start releasing some of them.
Mm-hmm.
I like mixing genres.
Okay.
So I would do something. I do it with reggae, but with soca, I don't tend to release them. And as I said, maybe I should.
Mm-hmm.
But like I would do something. Let's say for instance, a reggae, I would do something with a heavy reggae bass line, but the drums is trap and there's R&B chords, so it's like a rock and roll guitar. It's like, you know what I mean? So that's the kind of weird things that I like
Unique.
experimenting with.
Unique.
Yeah, I'm plenty times in a spiel, plenty times in a spiel, because like after that
But
I'll be
that's
like,
all part of the
ah,
process.
yeah, I'll be like, no, that shit,
Oh my
you know what I
God.
mean? But
No, but I was going to ask you where you pull your inspiration from when you're making your beats. So I'm very happy that you touched on that. But
just
just know that
everything,
it's all
everything.
part of the process.
Yeah, everything,
Mhm.
everything. I listen to everybody. I listen. It don't have a soca artist that I don't know. Anytime your
Okay.
music go online, best believe if it's one view you have on it, you get it from me. I
Oh,
listen to
oh.
everybody,
Yes,
every single song. So that's
you
why
do.
that's why when people, yeah, yeah, I listen to every single song when they come out, and because whether it's a new person or a seasoned person.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody inspiring me, I may hear
Right.
something in
I
your
like that.
something unique in your voice, in your production, in your writing, and
Yes.
I'd be like, interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, she didn't went here with it. This is a nice idea for a song.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever, whatever. You know what I mean? So different things brings me inspiration, and I listen to a lot of other producers too. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Sometimes I will go online and listen to stuff Casey did, listen to stuff Kit did, Nikolai,
Mm-hmm.
Mevon. I will go and listen to everybody's go back and listen to some Colonel Roberts
Right.
production and thing. My favorite producers to listen to is Expert from Grenada.
Oh,
Expert is one of
yeah.
my yeah, is one of my favorite producers. Slatter from Paracool, one of my favorite artists. Yes,
Nice.
and he just have this.
Nice.
He just have this. I'm in a good mood. He just calm the beat rough. He just calm on it, and I just find that just so refreshing and just real bad. You know what I mean? But
Nice. Nice.
yeah, I draw inspiration from everywhere, from everybody, from everything, experiences.
That's good to know.
Um, yeah,
Very good to know. Because I want to say, through you, I learned of about two or three female artists.
hmm
Not we're not really soca. And I'm like,
hmm
wow. And then you go on the page and it's like this huge following. And I'm like,
hmm
wow, I love this music. Like,
Yeah.
because you will always put up just because you're listening to
hmm
people and you like the vibe and you will put up the artist and the song and whatever it is.
hmm
And from
Yeah.
your TikTok and your latest trip, I learned this. What is it? The dog song that you love?
Yeah, Leon Thomas, man. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's my favorite song. That's my favorite song.
I
I
was
sing
like,
that song.
okay.
I that just pop up in my feed. I love my TikTok. I don't spend as much time on
Right.
Instagram, but if when I'm chilling, I scrolling TikTok. I like how the algorithm set up that it is bring fresh and
Mm,
different things into your space that would
okay.
normally be there. So,
Yeah.
and that's how I found that song. And I remember the first time I saw that the post had three comments on it.
Oh,
You know what I mean? To now to yeah, and since then I singing this song right through. I singing this song. That's the only part I know, but I singing it, man. Thing. I love it. But the hook just real bad.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah,
son, and
yeah. One
then
thing I have bad hook, you're good.
yeah, and then to know the
Mhm.
man winning BT awards and thing now.
Right?
But yeah, that's just how I am with music. It does no matter who it is. You don't need to. 20,000 or 20 million views for me to listen. And then, hey,
Mhm.
where's this? Okay, but I clicking on it one time.
Yeah. So have you worked with producers outside of Trinidad, and what other artists other than Maka Diamond have you worked with outside, and Romain Virgo have you worked with
Hmm.
outside of Trinidad?
Um, Outside of Trinidad, I've done for in the soca realm, I've done productions for Alison Hines,
Mm.
Claudette Peters
Okay.
from Antigua,
She big.
um, Version from Jamaica as well. I have a song with Water. We didn't put that out as yet. Um, who else? Who else? Who else? I should have pull up the song. Yeah, wait. Jesus Christ. Um,
Listen, the man have a scroll.
yeah,
And
I
he
can't
like, I
remember.
need to find it. I need to find
I
it.
should have pulled it up.
Mm,
I should have pulled it up. I didn't think
you're
about it. I should have pulled it
quite
up.
all right. You're quite all right.
Yeah.
I want to know how Iko ended
Mhm.
up in artist management.
Oh, I ended up here. So just from being around, and as I say, at that period when I was at the radio station and thing, when I met Nadia and I met Miss Alicia, and all of us became friends, and all of us was
Mhm.
cool at around that time. I just used to just be around with them and thing and picking up certain things. And then that was the same year, I think that same year, boy. Kes was starting his band, and
Mhm.
Nadia joined the band that same year when the band was starting. And just being around them for years, just going around, just watching, being friends with their management, their road people at that time, Simon and Carolyn and them. I just used to just be watching and just taking in the vibe because I like it. I
Right.
like it now. So I watching it, I like, okay, all right, okay. So I just sucking up knowledge, and then after I think Nadia was with Kes for maybe 8 years or 7 or 8 years. And then when she left from the band and said she wanted to start up a thing by herself, I said, well, all right, I go hold the
You have
reins.
all
Yes,
all
and
the knowledge now, so
yeah,
you're ready.
because I mean, I'm studying under people for the longest while. I mean, unofficially, but
Hmm.
I just, you know, what I mean, I take it in. That's most things that I learn. That's how I learn because I'm not afraid to ask any questions if I want to find out something or
Right.
whatever. You know what I mean? So yeah, so I kind of dive into it and made mistakes with anything. I made mistakes going in, and I remember when me and Robert Nurse got good. As I will say to this day, a lot of the things that I know and how to approach certain things is because Robert Nurse was the one who would give me that information. People this way, boy, they feel as though, I don't know why people always feel as though you want to take their space. So like they
Right.
always like to hold on to information and no,
Hmm.
and certain promoters they don't want to tell you who's this and whatever. And
Yeah.
Robert was never like that. Robert was the first person who would be like, I call this person or giving this person your number, or hear what to tell him, do this, whatever. Any issue I have, I would call him. Robert, this man trying to tell me this, how to deal with it. No, I go think, do this and do that, whatever. And Robert Nurse is restaurant road manager, of course. But yeah, most
I
of the things that
know.
I learned,
I know,
especially
Robert.
with Rane and thing,
Mhm.
because them is who used to when I now started doing this is them who own it going right through. Yes,
Right.
and so he kind of, showed me the ropes and where that is concerned because being an artist manager in Trinidad is different from a touring artist
Mm.
manager. Like, you know what I mean? It's different because now you're out of your country, so you have to secure your artists in a different way now.
Right.
Not just physically, but financially,
Mhm.
emotionally. You know what I mean? You have to secure them in a different way because you know responsible for
Right.
them they know. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of things that I think, but that's basically how I got into it. I just kind of just from being around, um, and I mean I'm a trustworthy person, so it's like, well, if he could do it, might as well, you know what I mean? So it kind of just started like that.
Yes.
It just kind of. kind of blossomed from being that.
Miss Callie is saying gatekeeping stifles an industry.
Gatekeepers stifles everything.
Everything.
Stifles everything. And
Yeah.
I don't get it. You want number? Look the number. You don't get
So,
it. You can find it either way.
right. Right. So you are, and I have to put this out there. You
Hmm.
are the manager of one of the most well-loved and powerful female voices in soca.
Hmm.
How do you feel about that? Like, really, how you pull that off, and how you feel about it?
I, to be honest, now I feel proud
Right.
because I used to doubt myself and doubt my abilities before. Because
Mm.
remember, I didn't come from I didn't come from a or I didn't used to look like the who were the other artist managers because I
Okay.
the little youth man in it, the little youth man in
Oh,
the
you
thing. You know what I mean?
didn't have the
Everybody
big
have
belly.
no, I was doing it for a while, so it's like the belly now come in. So you know what I mean? I was in my 20s
Mm-hmm.
managing Nadia, and it's like most of the people who doing it, especially with established artists, they mature people, they big
Yeah.
people, they doing it thing. So it was intimidating, it was challenging. I'll say I made a lot of mistakes,
Mm-hmm.
but I was always eager to learn and you know what I mean, and then okay, beginning to understand her more from a career perspective, what she wants to achieve. I remember it's so silly for years we've been spinning top in mud and one conversation we had and that started to change the entire scope of her career because what we ended up changing, we wasn't taking it into consideration like that on a serious level. So it's like after we
Okay.
had that conversation, we started to work on different things where we know, okay, what issues she would have and what issues people would have with her as an artist. And we started to work on those things to better those things. One of these things that people don't do. And we used to do it for many years and to still to this very day, can I ask her, after every show, Nadia will come off stage and she'll ask me, oh, it was good? To
Really?
this day. She will now mash up the place and come up the stage and come up the stage and ask me that. Because we developed that research. So she would come and be like, waiting. All right, okay. And
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a disrespectful person or a rude person. Unless you cross me, then it's
Right.
something else.
Go
But
on,
I
proceed.
would always speak. I would always speak. No, no, you would believe people that's try it. That is always a bad idea.
Wow.
But yeah, we started discussing all the issues, the thing, whatever thing. I would observe how she perform and record it, show her, all right, okay, what about this? What about you feel comfortable doing this? And she'd be like, oh, that weird, that weird, you know what I mean? And then we'll say, like, okay, how we circumventing
Right.
that? All right, okay, cool. And we'll talk through
Yeah.
everything and and try and build. So that's why still to this day, because she's an artist, thankfully, is not she don't have ego and
Mm-hmm.
and she always wants to be better or always thinks that it can be better. Even sometimes she know flat in some place and I said, yeah, yeah. And she like, you don't feel I should have do this instead. I mean, you want Jesus blood? You know what I mean?
No.
Yeah,
But
but
and
yeah,
she is
so
well loved, like well loved.
yeah, of course, of course.
I ain't
But
hear
that mean
nobody have nothing bad to say. But
yeah, that she just being herself, you know what I mean?
yes, and
And I
that's
mean
all
that's
you
just her
can be.
personality.
But
Yeah,
it's
of
good
course.
to know, and I'm sure the other artists on the live listening
Mhm.
feels good to know that wow, even the big artist is asking, how did I do after flattening
Mhm.
and
Oh
saying,
yes.
yeah,
Listen,
Papu is
I'll
saying,
never
you
forget
guys
the
are an
story away.
amazing team. Aiko and Nadi. Yes, Papu.
Respect Papo. Listen, a lot of the big artists that you all know today, they still get butterflies. They
Wow.
still get nervous before they go on stage. They
Outside
see,
of Trinidad.
no, I'm gonna give you a
Not in
shipping story
Trinidad.
again. Yes, everywhere.
outside.
You're nervous and nervous. You know, but like there's still have plenty of people who can't go on stage without drinking. So they if they have to
True.
be high before they go on stage to get a liquid courage. You know what I mean? It have artists that just get bubble guts before they go on stage, like long
That's me.
all they don't tell them I tell all yeah. What long time before every performance, Cassie you started going to take a shot.
Hey, what a stress!
A long time.
Not
That's
you
the easy,
saying, don't tell
easy.
them I tell all and just going
Don't
on
tell them I tell
YouTube.
her, yeah.
Just going on YouTube, partner.
No, but different people just be just processing
Yeah.
in different ways and
Yes, yeah,
and
yeah.
think yeah to this day Nadia wouldn't drink before she go on stage because she find it dehydrating
Yes,
and all of
it
that. But
is.
but but she so she doesn't drink to go on stage, but she was always say she wish she could drink before she go on stage to loosen up
Yeah.
a little bit. Everybody just had
I think
that
I
nerve, so
just
them nerves
choke you
is
up.
them, yeah, them nerves is natural.
Mm.
You understand? It have plenty artists, I say plenty artists that would not go on stage if they don't take a drink before they go on stage.
You
They
said
have
that,
to,
Mama God.
they have to, they have to loosen up. No, they, them thing this happen. Them
No,
thing this happen. You just you as the person just had to find what is your coping mechanism and what you could do to not feel that way.
yeah, you
You know
have
what I
people
mean? So.
rolling here, The comments went crazy.
No, but it's true. Different people just function different way. And me, guys,
Adika Berry
guys,
bust out laughing. And Miss Callie said we
yeah.
wouldn't tell nobody. Right.
No,
Yes,
but yeah,
sir.
that's natural.
Yeah.
Natural.
Feedback
You
is
know.
good. I have like
hmm
Cordell, Tavia, kind.
hmm
When I come off,
And make
these
sure, make sure and tell them, listen, don't yes
no,
man
they
me.
don't. They
Tell me
don't.
what I need to hear.
No.
Tell me
And
what
why
I
you
need to
move that
hear.
way? Oh, why you didn't tell them raise up people? I wasn't hearing you clearly. Oh, why you jump like
hmm
that? Why you whine like
hmm
that? Why you go down so low?
hmm
Oh, Jesus Christ.
No, but you need to hear it. You need to hear it because there's no there's no there's no artist that I know of that is
hmm
as a complete package. Everybody still have something that they could improve on. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
And maybe it's just because I like being a perfectionist with certain things, but
You do.
it's like it's like there's not a complete package that I've seen. Like
Mhm.
everybody, some people, there's the best performer, they have the best songs, they don't have the best voice.
Right.
And there are some people who have the best voice, but they're not getting the best songs, or they're not getting the best producers.
hmm
Then you know what I mean? So it just there are some people who could perform, but they don't have songs. Then there are people who have songs, but they can't perform.
And
You
the
know what I
top
mean?
one,
So
the
it's
best
like
body.
without what the best body and they can't whine. Then the two are the best body and they can't do nothing else with it. You know what I mean? So it's like, you know what I mean? Different different things, you know?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Iron sharpens iron, so true.
Mm,
And I
of
just always
course.
tell, I could just be like, here's my 2 cents. And I said, bring it, give me five. I
Yeah.
don't care, bring
And
it.
I'm very random. Absolutely, I'm very random. So like
Very random.
we wouldn't talk for 4 or 5 months just so, and then she would just see a message. Hey, so I have an observation, just my 2 cents, and I will proceed to send a long voice note because
And
that's
I
how I
welcome
am.
it. And I
That's how
welcome
I
it
am.
because
Yeah, especially if
he
I
has
know.
experience.
I'm not, but you see, the problem is I can't do it with everybody
Yeah,
because not everybody willing to hear certain truths.
yeah,
You know what I mean? I would only say something to somebody if I feel as though I genuinely care about the person and they achieving certain goals, or I see as
yeah.
though they really are pushing towards this. And if I don't if I feel as though maybe if I do this, maybe this might work. No, and I just always say, actually again,
Mm-hmm.
I just always say my
Yes, two
this is my
cents.
perspective.
Yeah, yeah.
In my perspective, because it may not work. It may not
Mhm.
work. I don't have a cheat code. It may not work, but just from my little experience and my perspective, I feel you should try this or focus on this or let me understand
Yeah.
this better. If I don't understand what this is or what you're trying to achieve
Mhm.
or what or whatever. So I think you need to be a little clearer with where you want to be with the
Yeah.
music, what kind of artist.
Exactly
So that is just
what
the
you
kind
told
of
me is what you're regurgitating here. And the thing
yeah. So
is,
that is.
you're
Mhm,
saying that everybody wouldn't take it, like, but I look at it like
mhm,
you took the time out of your busy schedule to come and give me
mhm.
pointers to better myself. I want to hear it. You understand?
Yeah,
I want to hear.
unfortunately, it have plenty people you can't do that with because they feel as though they there. And as I
Yeah.
say, my input on or me giving this knowledge is not a definite yes, this is going to work
Yeah.
or you should scrap what you're doing and do this. I will
Mm-hmm.
only give and I will always make it clear that you don't have to do this, but this is from my point of view.
True.
I think you need to be a little clearer with this, or you need to focus on this, or whatever the case is. This seem like a nice zone for you, strong. If you
Mm-hmm.
know you'll be strong in here, whatever. And that's
That's
just
all.
how I am. Who listen. Who don't want to
Right.
listen. I still
And
gonna be
and
championing fair.
yeah,
I
yeah.
still gonna be
And
championing
then
fair.
Miss Kali saying, I love that. That is what we need, a community. Most people only want to hear positive feedback, which is true. You have to take it
Mm,
negative.
yeah. No,
Mm-hmm.
you have to, dog. What was that? What was that? That no, come on, we can do better than that. Let me go. Let me go. So, okay, so it's like sometimes when Nadia and I writing, sometimes we'll be writing here and she would come up with something and she would come up with a line. I'd be like, Dog, come again, come again. But that's how we communicate and we think, but
Yes. You have
it's
that
like
rapport.
it's like it's just about being open
That's right.
to change and to being open to thing like it are plenty songs that you all would not have heard
Mhm.
today if I didn't say here what going on. I ain't sure I like this song,
Right.
Let me go for our next song. Like instant for Nadia Fat. She had a totally different song and rhythm
No.
that she had believed in and loved. And for days and days I listening to the song, trying to like the song. And
As
one day
much
I
as
said,
she
yeah,
does.
I said, you mean like the song, Me like the song I tell her to
I
like
can't.
serious to whoever. And she trusts me a
Right.
little bit, so she would always try and see, okay, yeah, let me see if I come up with something else. Is it better or is it not better? You know what I
Right.
mean? If it you know what I mean? And fact was a prime example of that happening. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Yeah, plenty of songs in true, plenty songs. So, but
Yeah,
yeah,
man.
um,
But
but yeah, you know what I mean?
I like that. I like that honest and good criticism.
Yes,
That's
yes,
what
of
that's
course.
what
Because I want the
we
same.
all need. I want to
Hmm
know, given the number of years that you have been an artist manager, what advice would you give, sorry, to especially upcoming artist management?
hmm
What advice would you give?
So, okay, so I've given this advice before because I genuinely believe it to be true.
Mhm.
That there are a few artists who's very early in their career that run behind manager because they think it makes them sound cool or make them sound professional that they have a manager, but
Mhm.
they're not in a place yet where they need a manager. You
Khalid.
know what I mean? You just know when you need it. You just know when you need a manager. When you don't have a manager, you now have the freedom and you have the flexibility. Because believe me, as a producer, if somebody reaching out and saying, "Hey, my name is John and I manage this person, and I would like if you could think." You reaching out to me more direct, I would give more of a listening ear too. And a matter of fact, plenty people who just randomly who I work with randomly just message me, and I like, yeah, I know, see, all this, see where you come up with on this or whatever the case is.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So building, building. building relationships with people when you now enter in the industry is very
Yeah.
important. The
Right.
socializing, the being around people, and a lot of people tend to have the manager in front of them, blocking all
Yeah.
that out. So you're not connected to the
Right.
producers, to the writers, to the DJs, to everybody. And unfortunately, we still need these people, and we still need these interactions
Mhm.
around. So that's from that perspective, where other artists who require management, artists who start touring, artists who doing thing. One thing I always say: don't go away by yourself as an artist. Don't,
Right.
male or female, do not go away by yourself. And
Give
don't
me
look
a
for that's
joke
not a,
after.
you could be how young. Don't let nobody tell you, yeah, I'm gonna sell you one ticket to go or whatever the case is. Even if you decide, but you know what, this is a show I really want to do, and you had to call somebody that you know in the city, or you had to pay for a ticket for somebody to go, carry somebody with you.
Yeah.
Right. So
Yeah.
where advice from managers, just be careful and be mindful of your role.
Mhm.
Your role is not to be the artist.
Right.
Your role is to be your role is to be in defense of your artist. You are now the conduit. So
Right.
everything had to go through you, which is a conversation that you and your artist also had to have, so that they know, all right, okay, you probably doing this and I doing this,
Right.
because I am not going to try to sing. So I don't want you to do my
Yeah.
work.
You're right.
Yes, you know what I mean? If you know this person that is your friend, that's okay. You could just
Mhm.
have a conversation and say, hey, thanks for reaching out to whoever. Um, I have this person that handling all the business now. Just let
Yes.
them think, but I will make sure it happens for you. Right? Just message him and give them the information, and I will make sure it happens for you. You know what I mean? So you
Mhm.
always you always stay protected like that,
Yes.
because it, in the early stages of your career, dealing with promoters and dealing with stuff with show, it would seem cool because it's just one show here and there ever so often, whatever. But as you become more successful, when you had to juggle many shows, you see the importance of having that person there. So while you grow, try and grow with
Right.
that person, but
Mhm.
also make sure this is, I guess this is knowledge and my perspective for not just artists, but not just managers, but for artists as well. You all have to be on the same page with whatever the goals are. Have
Right.
regular conversations
Hmm.
about, okay, what we going to do next.
Yeah.
We did this. So for the last 4 years, we traveled to these places. We did these events. We did these events. All right, okay. How do we get on these bigger stages?
Right.
Where do we have to? What do we need to do? How do we get to work with these producers? How do we
Hmm.
get to these songwriters? How do we achieve? How do we meet this? How do we make this amount of money so that we can invest into some songs? How do we think? What 10 shows we putting aside and saying, okay, this is investment for 2026. So
Right.
it's a lot of conversations that you have to have.
Mm.
And what I began saying was that, remember your role, because a lot of managers think that they are the artist and they are the star. So they
Right.
would be they would be out there doing the
Doing
most,
it.
and it's like,
Yes.
bro, know your role. You are
Right.
representing somebody.
Exactly.
Yeah, son. Let the artist do artist things, but
Right.
you have to be, and as I say, I speak in all of these things now because it's things that I myself had to go through.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Let the artist be the artist. You be the representative. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? You be the barrier in between the commotion and
The
everything else. So
business
for
person.
yeah,
Yeah.
the business, because in business, some things just go good, some things just go bad. I have a bit of a reputation. People find that I'm difficult to deal with, and I'm
Really?
not difficult to deal with. Yeah, yeah, they do have that bit of a reputation. So, but my thing is I am working for somebody. I am working for an artist. I know what my artist will be comfortable with,
That's
what they
right.
wouldn't be comfortable with. So,
Mm-hmm.
and I am not scared to say no, we wouldn't be able to do this, or we
Right.
can't do this right now, or I wouldn't be able to meet you there at this fee. We could do this, or whatever the case is. So you have to be strong then, because trust me, some of these promoters just have some stroke, papa.
Absolutely.
There's some stroke like my partner Dion, Lady Lava, manager.
Yeah,
I was
Dion.
talking to him the
Uh-huh.
other day. I'm telling him, I say, because he was asking me about something, whatever. I say, bro, just be careful. I say, because promoters are one more trick than a monkey. I
Yep.
say that everybody always like to come to you under, well, do it for me for this. We'll build a relationship
The
for
budget.
future and whatever. And they just trying to use you in this moment.
And
It took me a while
promoters
to
talk. They
yeah,
talk.
of course,
Talk.
of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you would give somebody a price and they'd be like, but this person tell me they got it for this price or
Yeah.
enter your charge this whatever. Yeah, but you don't know the relationship that I have with that person. This is
Correct.
somebody that I've been working with for 20 years. So I
Correct.
can afford to charge them that because I know no matter what, when the year come, it's 4 or 5 shows I doing for them. You
Right.
coming with one every 2 or 3 years. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's just a lot to just keep in mind and know that you have to be the person in between to shield your artist from the chaos, because a lot of the unless something is really bad, like that
Mm-hmm.
is when Nadia will know about it. You know what I
Oh,
mean? I shelter her or shield her from all those things where the bookings part of it is concerned.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Where anything else to do with career,
Mm-hmm.
whether it's good or bad, of course she's involved. You know what I mean? Because she's a brilliant woman and I want her perspective. You think
Yeah.
they should or this make sense.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So she would show me different things that I may not have thought about or may not have seen, or in my case or my ignorance would not have thought about. So then she would be like, no, but think about it this way, and
Right.
whatever. So all these things I say, the back and forth communications,
Mm-hmm.
the knowing your place and being that buffer for them, because you as an artist, when you reach to a show, you don't want to have to be stressing about what is if my dressing room there, if they have my drinks in my dressing room,
Yeah.
if they have thing whatever.
Mm-hmm.
How much people inside my dressing room? Look, somebody drinking out my drinks.
Oh,
You don't want to.
oh.
You as an artist shouldn't have to be focusing on that. So now you have somebody there as your representative who could
Mm-hmm.
who could get to the show before you go and make sure. Okay,
Right.
this is just me and the other one or two individuals that I know do this much. When I get to a show, the first thing I do is I would tell Nadia, her assistant, DJ, whether the band there, everybody, I would tell everybody, hold on right here,
Yes.
wait in the vehicle. And I will
Yes.
go inside the venue first.
Kyle
I
would
will go
do me that
inside.
sometimes.
Yeah, I will go inside, see where the entrances
Mm-hmm.
are, where the exits are, see where the backstage is, see where the tents is, see where
Check the
everything is.
stage.
Talk to the
Listen to the
talk to the
system.
gate people. Talk to the gate people. I'll let the gate people know. All right, okay, thing. Artists coming in
Yeah.
now. All right, okay, cool, no problem, thing. And then I will go outside and then I will bring them in, because
Yes.
I don't come in inside with you and then I fishing around. I wonder where the tent is, or I don't know where the tent is. Oh, now we realize they don't have a tent. At least
Mhm.
if I realize, boy, they don't have a tent, I can go outside and let the artist know from outside. So they don't have a tent. You have the option if you want to wait in the vehicle or if you want to go inside or whatever the case is. So it's just
Right.
sometimes it's just taking front.
Yes.
Mm,
Good.
no problem.
Great. Great. I tell you, this man is coming and drop gems there. So you
And
better
only
soak it in.
forgive me. Sometimes I tend
No,
to I
no
tend to
forgiving
speak in a,
here.
to
You
speak in a circle
clearly,
sometimes.
you clearly
Just
didn't
give.
catch the segment with Kit. There's no
Mm.
forgiving here. Um, but I get what you're saying,
Mm,
and Kyle does that with me too. He don't bring anything to me until it's solid.
mm,
And he was like,
mm,
I don't want to
yeah.
hurt your head with that.
Mm,
When it's solid, I will
mhm.
come and tell you and we go from there. But Miss Kali is
Yeah.
asking, should an artist manager be well connected in the industry?
it's it will be of some benefit to you to have somebody that's connected because then they already have the network, so they already know the DJs and the people to reach out to for to get your music to the radio stations. They already know you know what I mean, if they don't know the program director directly, they may know a DJ on the station,
Mhm.
they may have a brethren who think whatever. You might know somebody who on a committee for an event or whatever. So yes, it is it is a good thing to have an artist who out there
Mhm.
like that. A manager, sorry. However, it is not absolutely necessary if the person knows what they're doing because guess what? You as the artist, no matter what, you driving the ship. So
You are.
if you are successful, no matter who is managing you, you could have your neighbor who's an alcoholic managing you. They will find you. They will find you. Once they want you, once there's a demand for
Yes.
you, people will find you. Will
Yes.
find you. And then we in the social media age now, so you have Instagram and you have all these websites and different places now to find people or to find specific information. So it's not a it's not necessary to have somebody that is well known in the industry. However,
Mhm.
it could be a plus.
Mm.
It could be a plus. Or
Okay.
on the flip side, it could be
What's the
bad
flip
because
side?
they already know how to finesse the system because they are good people in this and they are also scumbags in this.
Oh
So
my.
you could meet somebody who's very well connected. They know a lot of people, but there's a crook. You know what I mean? And they could rub you
And
blind.
no one wants
You
to
know what I
deal
mean?
with them, and that's trickling down to
Yeah,
you.
you know what I mean? So they burn a
Yeah.
lot of bridges and all
Mhm.
these things. So you also have that perspective. But where a manager is concerned, whether they known or they not known, once the artist is doing good, people will find you.
That's true.
People will find whoever it is. You know what I mean? So yeah.
I must say good night, Alana. Your drama
Hola.
king.
I
Nice,
I
McGill.
can't see no comments. I can't see no
Nice,
comments on it.
McGill. Nice, McGill. All right. What is Aiko's secrets for the longevity of being an artist manager?
Um,
Like your career,
okay,
your artist management career long. So, like, you have to
so
have a secret.
I think it long. It's not a secret. It's just the artist.
Right.
That's the reason because um, it's not easy to deal with.
Mm.
Artists not easy to deal with. They're very slack. Some of them just talk to their managers or how they think whatever. And I am not that person. Like
Yeah.
yeah, you could talk to me about anything. You could have any conversation with me about anything. What you're not gonna do is be shouting or trying to feel like you're roughing me up or under them kind of vibes. So for me, I prefer walk away from a situation than be subjected to that kind of vibes. And I will tell somebody better me and you stay virgin. You
Yes.
just flex over there, I go flex over there because this ain't
Right.
gonna work out. This business. Because one thing with me, business is business.
Right.
Small talk is small talk.
Mm-hmm.
When we drinking rum, we drinking rum. But when it's time for work, it's work. And with Nadia and I is the same.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's how we operate. When
Yeah.
we liming, we bullshitting. When it's
Yeah.
time for work, we will sit down and have a meeting and be like, okay, let's do this, let's try this, whatever
That's
the case is.
true.
So it's just yeah, so that's more or less it.
Love it. What advice do you give to your artists that you think other artists in the industry should know?
Um hmm, good question.
Or they should
Um
heed, I should say.
um well, I didn't give her this advice. But I think I helped her come to terms with it.
Mhm.
Um, is play on your strengths and and get into people's hearts.
Sure.
The moment you get people to love you,
Yes.
the easier your journey
And
becomes.
boy,
If
so
you
boy, they
realize
love
that,
her.
yeah, they do. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So if you realize, okay, you know what, they like me, play on it. And not play on it as in use it,
Hmm.
but
Yeah.
but expand on it, allow them to love you more, give them more reasons to love you. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Whether it's true, whether it's through your music, whether it's true and contrary to popular belief, your music your music alone doesn't play a part
Yeah.
in how people view you. So
Hmm.
your music, the type of things you post, the way you carry yourself, the way you speak, you know what I mean? All these things play a role in how people see you because somebody will see you and then they'll be like, I like your vibes and I like how you just talk with that positive energy,
Yeah.
whatever. And they started like you. So it wasn't like specific in that instance. It wasn't advice that I gave to her. It was
Hmm.
something that was already happening. People had already liked her. But
Hmm.
I think I helped in convincing her to, you know what I mean, to put herself out there more because Nadia is a very shy person.
Really?
You know what I mean? So it's just convincing her to put herself out there and you know what I mean and mingle and think. Yeah, she's shy because she's an introvert, real bad.
Right.
You know that. Real bad introvert. You know what I mean? Real bad introvert. So but
Okay.
you know what I mean? So that's what I'll say.
Nice, nice. I like to hear that. I want so what I want to touch on is you seem to be always working with and developing new talents. Do you think
Hmm.
that's something that other producers should like emulate and like push in the industry?
I
By
I would love if they would. I would love if they would. I think it's always been I've always been championing for the underdog, so I think
right.
that's what it is.
Yeah.
So I always have a soft spot for because I see how difficult it is to get into the business. Especially for females, it
Yeah.
is very, very difficult. If you're not sleeping with somebody, if you're not, well, not, let me not say somebody, multiple people, because you had to sleep with this one here, then you had to do this one here, then this one you had
Wow.
to thing.
Okay.
No, because I mean, I've talked to them, so like they would tell me what situations they've encountered, whatever, and that's why a lot of them be comfortable with
The-
me. You know what I
right.
mean? So it's like they are very good producers who not on that vibe.
Hmm.
Let's be
Hmm.
clear. But they also a lot of vultures that would take advantage of people and basically hold their ransom. You know
Oh,
what I mean? Basically hold their ransom for whatever gains that
that's
they want to achieve.
yeah.
But I always try to encourage my peers to well, if it's just one, just give one person a little chance.
Mm.
Just give one person a little chance. It's because this is a business, we can't give everybody a chance and we
Yeah.
can't give everybody at the same time too.
Yeah.
Because I've tried it. I personally like the same rhythm that Tanika mentioned just now, the
Cherry
cherry
lips.
lip shrimp.
Hmm.
That's a project that I worked on with three upcoming female artists and they didn't take it on and all three had really good songs. That
Right.
was Tish, Michaela, and Anika.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? But unfortunately, because I understand how the business is go, I understood when they didn't take it on. You know what I mean? But that's not gonna stop me from giving somebody an opportunity, giving somebody a chance, helping where I can. Because you can do 10 songs with me. All ain't go be good. They
Right.
may not become hit songs,
Right.
but then the growth and the knowledge and the experience that you gather through our journey,
Mhm.
you might then go and you do two songs with Nikolai, and one of these songs with Nikolai is a monster, it's a monster tune because now you get the little thing, and me personally, I don't want nothing off of it. I don't want nothing
Right.
out of it. I just want everybody to be successful. If
Mhm.
if I'm in a position where somebody specifically asks me to be a part of their journey and to help them in that way, I'm always honest. If I could, I would. If at the time is not because I'd be doing 300 million things. So if at the time I could manage it, or what I could do, I would help. Most of the situations where I've been asked for help, I wasn't able to help in the full capacity that I would because I manage a demanding artist already.
Yeah.
So I'm
Right.
already very, very busy. So I'm not going to commit fully to something that I know I can't commit to. However,
Understood.
I'll be right on the side. I'll be right on the side here. I will help you where I can.
Right.
Where if I rhythm slip through that I figure I could get you on, I will send it for you. You know what I mean? If I could talk to somebody about getting you in studio by them, thing, whatever, whatever. You know what I mean? I'll try and help in them ways. You know what I mean? Just through different through whatever relationships I have. Um, but should they produce more young talent? Yes, because it's continuously revolving, and a lot of young talent now they do have outlets
Right.
because they're not getting in the studios.
Right.
They're not getting in the studios to be able to develop because they will come and they will be green, and then eventually they will start to develop vocally and
Yes.
and lyrically and all those things. All those things come with time. You
Hmm.
know what I mean?
Agreed.
Yeah, I don't think I've met a full package that I meet one time that new and just bad. Nah, everybody needs, you know what I mean? You need a little time to find
To
yourself and
develop.
to
Yeah.
to develop. Yeah.
Listen,
Mhm.
Kyle Phillips just joined the live, and for me, every time I see Kyle come on, I just get nervous. And of course,
So,
rightfully so. He's like, nah, not Nikolai. Jesus, Kyle.
no, what's that? What do you mean?
And because you mentioned that they might go by Nikolai and
Oh,
get two tunes and one is a
oh,
hot.
oh, the climber boy, the climber boy. Don't even-
Oh my God, I can't. Let us be coming down here because the conversation flowing and the questions coming and we just going and we
Mhm.
going and we'll be coming down here. I
I
want to
know
touch
plumber follow the
on,
charger, so we good.
yeah, mine as well, don't worry. But I want to touch on something. I know when I bring this up, you're going to be like, what the hell? Yes, I went back in your
Mhm.
archives,
Oh,
right?
Jesus.
So I want to touch on this. Let's touch on this post that you made on X back in April. For those who don't know
Mm-hmm.
what X is, formerly Twitter,
Formerly Twitter.
right? Because
Mm-hmm.
because of that post, that sparked me to message you like, what the hell?
Mm-hmm.
Like expound, and then it went into a conversation, like a phone conversation, like but great knowledge came out of it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
Right.
your post stated, and I quote, starting
Mm-hmm.
to think a lot of young artists just like it to be said that they released a song because why
Mm-hmm.
are you releasing music but afraid or don't want to promote it? I see big stars on my TikTok posting stuff 3 times a day every single day. You're not
Mm-hmm.
hungry, you're trying to be cool. End quote.
Mm-hmm.
So this
Mm-hmm.
this prompted a conversation with you and I because I'm
Yeah,
like, what the hell are you talking
right,
about?
I
Because
remember.
I'm like, some of us working, we don't have time to 3 times a day.
Okay. Okay, so 3 times a day doesn't have to be three times a day. But whether you're working or not, if you want this, you have to make time for it. It's not going to just happen for you. So, for instance, somebody that because the next thing I don't do is advise people to leave your 9 to 5 to pursue music. Let music start to fall out for you first because you need money to invest into into
Yes.
into the into the music.
Yes.
However, when you do have your downtime, when weekends come, Saturday, Sunday come, yes, you might want to take a little rest. You might have a little something to do. You might have a little something to do by the house. However, take 2, 3 hours out of your day, record some content, make some content, put on 2, 3 different outfit, and just make content so you have stuff to yeah, stuff to post
I just
really.
want to
Mm,
say, people, this is
mhm,
exactly what he told me back in
mhm.
April. Still
Yeah,
coming off
so for
fresh off
me,
his mind,
yeah, so because it's genuinely how I feel about the thing. Because as I say, I spend a lot of time on TikTok, so I
Right.
see where because the whole landscape of things have changed now.
Mm.
You could put out a song, and it reach absolutely nobody. But you could put out a song, and now you have TikTok where the song can reach millions of people.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, it's like I am I am from. Hey, but I say these
Don't
things and it's make me
favorite.
like if I'm old, but I'm not old. It's just that
You're
when I
not
was
old.
young, I was young, part of the thing. But I from that time when you had a one print CD by Zach and them and print enough to go around with all the radio stations to give all the radio stations, and then you still had a one print more because this DJ he own copy and whatever. So now we in a time where it's easier to get the music seen and heard. And it's like,
Yes.
God, why are we not? Why are we not so like me now? I am everybody. If you know me, you know I'm an introvert. I'm not.
Mm-hmm.
This is one of the few times that you will actually see me talking a lot. Whatever, I'm very quiet. I'm very to myself, and I'm very reserved, hiding from pictures and things. Even then,
Yes.
sometimes I will put it now and then and do some piece of content
Mm-hmm.
just to post just to keep in the
Right.
algorithm. And I'm a producer, so I will do that because I know I need to stay in the mix. I need to stay and continuously look active. So you as an artist, you cannot afford to come and post one post for your song. Guess what? When you
Right.
post the song, you have, let me say you have 10,000 followers. The time you post the song, maybe 50 or 60 of them might actually be online at the time.
Right.
Throughout the process, let me say maybe 500 more bounce into your post. But that's just the 500 out of this 10,000 people. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
There's still have people that don't, and let me be real, even if 500 people see a post, not all 500 actually going to listen to
True.
it. So, so let me say that reached down to about 250, 300 people that actually listen to your post. That is nothing. That is nothing in the grand scheme of things. So now you have to post again. So this is a fresh set of people that hearing it, that are reaching them. Then you post again, and next fresh set of people, the same people who heard it before will hear it. You know
Yes.
what I mean? But now you're reaching a first set, and then in like this TikTok era, you can trick the algorithm. I just watch all them thing, and then you can trick the algorithm. All you want to do once you constantly
Mm-hmm.
posting, it
Mm-hmm.
will it will not work for every song. It
Right.
will not work for every song, but once you're consistently posting, you will cut through the algorithm, and all of a sudden you realize you have a song that going viral. You know, some
Right.
people start using your song. People start
Mm-hmm.
thinking, you're just so like just scrolling random TikTok, with a random music that you just hear just popping up on your thing, and it's like
Yes.
nobody dancing or nobody doing nothing, but just random thing with your song. So all them things start happening now because your sound and your song is moving. So posting once or twice or three times. But how much time you spend on the song? You wouldn't spend plenty time and money on this song. Why you wasting good music, and a lot of good music waste like that? And then we wonder things like okay, so why they're not taking more or what are doing wrong? You're
Right.
not doing wrong. It's just that we're not hearing it. Nobody is not hearing it. And this time here, as much as because I always advocate for radio because I feel as though we still need radio. Radio is
Yeah.
still very much important to
Yes.
spread the music to the layman, people who in commute, people who in the offices, and they just have a radio on. So radio is still very important. But also, a lot of people spend their time on social media, yes, and making content is free. Yes,
Yes.
and you could take your phone and sing your song walking in the street and friggin' post that. Yes, and you could sit on and just sing your song and post that. Walk by a lake, walk by a river, walk by a thing. You
Yes.
could just do that and post that. and you just be a part of the algorithm. Because no, okay, let's say I don't know you. Let's say I've never heard of Rain Blackman. I
Mm-hmm.
am just using you as an example.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I've never heard of Rain Blackman, but I scroll in TikTok and I see something pop up with you. I might scroll past, okay, thing whatever, I'm scrolling. Something else might pop up, I might scroll past again. But then at some point, oh wait, this person are popping up
Right.
in my feed. What's she talking about here? What's she talking about
Yeah.
here? And I will listen. I will listen
Yeah.
and then I'll be like, oh, okay, this kind of nice. Whatever.
Right.
And all of a sudden it's because I think that's like similar to how people gain fans and followers on
Mm-hmm.
Spotify. You know what I mean? Is that somebody stumble into you and they become a fan and then all of a sudden they went from listening to one song that they're stumbling in to
Yeah.
becoming a follower fan and then they start listening to your other music.
Let me
You
hear
know what I
what
mean? So
else they have. Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's how it is. So it's very important. It's very important to be
Hmm.
very active on social media. It could be very pricey. It could be time consuming. It could also be stressful, especially if you have your 9 to 5 that you're doing. I'm not
Yeah.
saying no at all. However, the reality of it is that if you want this, you could get it, but you have to put in the work.
That's
You
true.
have to put in the work, no matter what, no excuses. You have to put in the work. You
That's
have to
true.
put in the work,
We we get a lot of marketing tips here, people. I'm going to take notes. I want to switch to the next hat that you wear,
hmm
event curator slash or event manager.
hmm
How because I've seen you in action.
hmm
Um my 2 cents to you is don't forget your charger. Your handheld your portable charger. Right? So you work tirelessly to ensure your artist shows flows and is executed seamlessly and stuff like that.
hmm
What challenges, if any, have you faced when, making sure all these things go well when events are coming?
Um, I think every every person involved in events, every promoter from that perspective, would tell you that
Mhm.
one of the most stressful things is the people that you're using for your events, the people that
Vendors?
provide the vendors,
Mm.
everybody that you're using. That is one of the most stressful parts for me. Um, Mainly because I like to work a particular way. I'm very structured with whatever I had to do, and I will know, okay, let's do
Mhm.
this now. Vendors and thing, everybody moving in their own time, in their own speed,
Oh.
whatever. So that is frustrating to me because I know
Mhm.
how I operate. Yes, and so that's
Right.
one of the things that's frustrating to me. That like dealing with vendors and thing, and sometimes artists,
Mm.
because because of the type of show that we do with art form is like you need everybody to be there on time or else it will run haywire because what
Yeah.
we do is what we do is I will have an idea because I say we always talk about this, so I will have an idea of what Nadia wants for the show. So I will
Right.
come and I will sit down when she give me all her notes and thing, I will come and I will sit down, I will build out the set, I will put all the artists in different positions, fit out where everybody go in, and then she
Right.
will go through it, she will make changes, take out this, move this song, move wherever she wanna move, whatever, to get the best product. So sometimes when you see
Mhm.
something or you build something in a particular way, and then everything don't work in tandem, everything don't happen the way it should, then it becomes frustrating because
Right.
it throwing off the flow of the show because this
Mhm.
person missed this spot, so now we had to find a different place to put them in that makes sense whatever. So that's one of the
Understood.
the challenges.
Yeah, that could be
That's
tough.
two challenges that I would say. Aside from that, I have an amazing team,
You
and
do. You
the
do.
Avalon, Tia, Rachel, Shondell, everybody does pull
Gary,
together,
yeah.
yeah, and make sure everything runs smoothly.
That's
So
wonderful.
so yeah.
Very wonderful. Kudos to
Mhm,
you. And since you touched on it, tell us about
mhm.
the upcoming events that's happening on June 29th in Brooklyn. Because the other
Yes,
make sure they had the tickets.
Art Form, NYC, New
Yes.
York, Daniel Patterson concert, performing live, voice, Throwing Dubois,
Hmm.
um,
Allison.
Anika Berry, Alison Hines.
Mhm.
Of course, I can make this announcement now that Rane Blackman will be performing there as
Oh,
well.
yeah,
We haven't
that's
announced
true.
on social media yet, but that's coming up soon.
I got you.
And we have others that will be performing
Takes
as
about,
well.
takes about.
Yeah. So yeah, we're looking forward to that food inclusive. Wanna come and check
Hmm.
me out now, man. It's be an
And
amazing vibe.
the venue is
Restoration Plaza.
right.
So the
So I
first year we had
know.
the event, we back to the first venue now.
Oh, okay, okay. So guys, all I heard it.
Hmm.
All I heard
Hmm.
because but all I heard Brooklyn, New York, get ready because June 29th is at I must see if I can say it like that. At Form. No, I ain't get I'll come again, I'll come again. But get ready for Art Form on June 29th. Is going on at Restoration Plaza. I know tickets just go for Art Form like
Oh
real quick.
yeah, they're going nicely. They're
But
going beautifully.
if it have like five remaining, where could they get it?
So check Frontline Ticketing.
Mm-hmm.
Frontlineticketing.com. Just search for Artform NYC, you'll find it.
Right.
Um, that's for the online tickets. We have a few tickets left there. I
Mm-hmm.
think there's like three more meet and greet
Yeah.
tickets left. So if you're interested in that, you can go and grab that before they go on. Um, Physical tickets at um Savannah Spices
Okay.
in Brooklyn and Sebastian
O-
Slices.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay. So
that's the two
Savannah
places.
and Sebastian was this slices
No, not
and
Sebastian.
slices
Slices
and
and
spices.
spices and spices.
Okay,
These are
slices
spices.
and spices.
Sebastian is the owner. Sorry.
Natalie, do not kill us, please.
I should probably have all these notes in front of me.
Don't worry, don't worry. Don't, that's it, Ollie. I want to let you all know I'm very honored to have Aiko in this live because this is not something he normally does. But that conversation in April, I was like, I need to have you on Behind the Soca. You have a lot of knowledge and gems to drop. So I need him here and he gave me his time, so I'm very grateful.
No problem.
Um, but
No problem.
as we are wrapping up, Kyle said hi. I know you can't see it, but jam down, Kyle said hi.
Okay, bless up, King.
As we are wrapping up,
Mhm,
I like to do this with my guests.
mhm,
That's a game I like to play called Five Favorite Things, and you have to answer quickly.
Okay.
Are you
All right.
ready?
Let me see.
Favorite Trinbago dish?
Curry. Anything curry.
Yes,
Roti.
man. Body and all.
Roti.
Shut
Yeah.
time.
What do you mean? What do you mean? Love it. No, not shut eye. Not shut eye. Not shut eye. Keep that shut eye. Keep that shut eye.
Oh my God. Hey, Avalon, good night. You hear your name call.
Yeah,
DJ
so that she
Nashman
pop
says,
up.
yeah, DJ Nashman says, big up short man. I cool.
Oh, Nash man.
Listen, oh, don't interrupt. My five favorite things that one time answer fast. Favorite country to visit?
um, I don't have a favorite country. I have a favorite city. Orlando. Orlando.
Really?
Yeah, Orlando is my favorite place.
Why?
If I have to say a country aside from would be Grenada.
Mm.
Orlando is I'm a very low key person. I I the grandpa in the friend circle, and
Okay.
over there the energy of there is very calm and peaceful. It's not very busy, and so out of all the places I've been in the world, I always say, and I've been to a lot of places,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of places. That is the only place outside of Trinidad that I go and I feel as though I can live there. So I
Alligators and
spend
all?
a lot. Oh no, I avoid them shits. I avoid them shits.
No,
I
Avalon,
avoid
he
them
did not
shits.
mention that you're his favorite person. Sorry.
Oh
Okay.
Jesus Christ!
All
I did not
right.
mention it because you're not.
Favorite place to visit
Yes.
in Trinidad.
Favorite place to visit in
And
Trinidad.
don't say your house, introvert.
Yeah, um, the roti shop.
Yes. Which one? Which
The roti,
one?
the roti shop. Shano's roti shop in
All
Arriva. I
right.
went and eat
Wow.
those like that.
I've never heard
Yeah,
of somebody. Never heard somebody
yeah,
call
because
a roti
I
shop
don't
in
go
Arima,
outside.
you know?
Oh, nah, Shano's is good.
Okay.
Shano's is
All
good.
right. All right.
Shano's is good.
No, I think I know this one, but I want you to tell us. Favorite genre of music.
Favorite genre of music, soca.
Okay. I kind of
Yeah.
thought you was going to say reggae, you know?
No, soca is my heart. I love reggae as well, but
Mm-hmm.
there's no conversation where anything else comes before soca because I love and listen to everything, but there's
Right.
no conversation.
Love it.
Yeah,
Very
soca
well.
will
Very
always be
well.
number one.
Top
Mhm.
three favorite artists of all time. Boom.
Favorite artist of all time.
Top three.
Um, top three.
Mm-hmm.
Sizzler for
Yes.
sure because growing up, that was like who I
Mm-hmm.
grew up in that Sizzler era. So that was like that was my favorite artist. Still one of my favorite to this day.
Of course.
Um so there's him in the soca realm. Um I would say who I would say in the soca
I
realm,
can't
favorite
believe you're thinking about
artist.
this.
No, no, no. She knows this. She knows this. Because okay, so I may not be able to say my favorite artist, but I can say my favorite song, which is
Okay.
Maximus Dan MX Prime Love Generation. That's my favorite soca song of all time. You may not know it, it was a song on his album, but is one of the most beautiful, beautiful, well-written soca songs ever in history. So
Hey,
I would say that
can
would be my favorite. That would be my favorite soca song.
okay. One more artist.
Oh yeah,
You get two.
oh yeah, one more.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give you two. Who else would I say? I am too weird. Just run through artists quick, you know. Um,
What? That didn't sound
I
right at all.
run through on
Pineapples.
one minute.
Pineapples.
Yeah, yeah, sorry. Pause. Nah, nah, meaning like I would be like I would at one point I would be listening to SZA, then I would be listening to Sabrina Carpenter, then I'm listening to Ruben, then I'm listening to Buju, so is yeah,
Wow.
depends on the mood. I would say Luciano. I would probably say Luciano.
Okay.
Would be my third favorite. Um, yeah, the message in a lot of his songs just kind of resonate with me. I mean,
Okay. I'm
put me
giving
in
you
a
a
good mood.
bonus to redeem yourself.
Hmm.
See my
Hmm.
face. I'm
Hmm.
giving you a bonus to redeem yourself. Avalon be giving him a bonus to redeem himself. I'm waiting. Tick tock.
Let's hear.
I mean, come on. Yeah,
What I,
artist. That's your
yes, but
bonus. Now,
no,
now
I
I go
just
playing games here because I
no,
go know
no,
how
no,
how passionate I am about Nadia. So he playing with
I
me.
know. No, I know, but I also be if you give me three, I will tell you genuinely three. No, nobody comes before her, but I just
Oh,
mean
okay. You
like
have
in the
redeemed yourself.
nobody comes before. Just in the general landscape in terms of Aiko as a person, like you know what I mean.
Avalon.
What out of
Avalon
everything she
first.
said.
Avalon first. She's sad that you are not her favorite. She's not your favorite person, but now she's saying she is your favorite artist.
Avon, you're not my favorite person, you're not in the top 10. You're not
We
in
know
the
that's
top
a
10,
lie,
so,
Avo. Don't worry. But
so
wrapping up. This is
Hmm.
my last before I ask for your contact.
Hmm.
What advice would you give to anyone wanting to enter the soca arena in a capacity under any of the hats that you wear? And also in the capacity of artists.
Don't enter it assuming that it is going to be easy.
Mm,
Don't watch, don't watch what somebody else have and envy it.
mhm,
Jealousy is natural. We would see things and be like, wait, well, I wish that that happens for me, or I wish I could get that. But
right.
don't be envious. Don't be envious of what people have.
Yeah.
Because you could want good for yourself while somebody else have good as well.
Oh,
Um, what else? What else would I say? Just stick to it. It is definitely not going to happen overnight.
mhm,
This business in all capacities, in all areas, it takes time. It takes time to be known. It takes time to become a household name. It takes time to be popular, to be famous. It takes a lot of time because we tend to, in all aspects, even me as a producer, I remember I used to do that. We think that because we release in music that we are in this space and everybody is aware of us and everybody knows us and everybody hear of us and whatever, whatever, whatever thing. And that's just our own personal ego. So take ego aside. Take
yeah.
ego aside. Come to everything you're doing. Come from a place of humility. Come from a place of realness. Because the moment that people realize that you're a soul and they don't want to deal with you, it stunts your growth.
Right.
So become an asshole when you make it, right? Wait till you
Not
make it to become an artist.
even then
To become
though.
an asshole. Become an asshole. At least wait. At least wait. But yeah, just most importantly, it is not easy. As I said, it is not easy.
Mhm,
A lot of people expect it to happen for them overnight, for it to happen quickly. It is really not easy. I've seen the strong cry over this thing. You know what I
yeah.
mean? Popular artists, big artists in the field, I've seen tears in the eye, stressed out over this thing. You know what I mean? Because it's not some, once you love it, just stick to it, put your all in it.
Mhm,
Just know it's not going to happen for everybody overnight, but as
right.
long as you're willing to work, you're willing to put in the time, you're willing to put in the effort, it will happen for you. It will happen for you.
That's
Just
so
keep
true.
keep working.
Yeah.
Keep working.
Kyle, you missed that part. You will have to watch this entire segment because he
What
dropped
you say
all
there?
them gems. Manager advice. He gave a whole book
Oh,
on
you
that.
know we copy.
He
You
now
know we
copy.
copy.
Listen, um, I just want to say that I truly appreciate your time.
No
And you
problem.
did not, and I'm stressing on this, you did not disappoint because boy, oh boy, you give gems.
Well,
You just
I just hope that it have one or two things that at least that are
one
sent
or
today
two
that can help somebody. That can help somebody.
knowledge upon knowledge upon knowledge. Trust me, you gave it all. We appreciate it. You're Harry cracking up.
I just want to say one thing before you finish, right?
Yes,
Whoever listening, whether you're a musician, a producer, artist, a manager, whatever, guys, it have a space for everybody.
that's right.
Everybody have their own space. We
Mhm.
don't have to be making because me don't like no heavy vibes and no negativity vibes and things. We don't want the heavy down, we self and heavy down, the thing and heavy down, we spirit. Take it from the old man. Take it from the old man. It ain't gonna get you no way. It
Yeah.
ain't gonna get you no way. Just take your time, be humble, be patient, and everything that you want you'll get it. You don't have to dim somebody light for yours to shine.
Mhm.
Literally, 20 bulbs could this small room I need 20 bulbs could light inside the same room.
Yes.
So you don't need to screw out somebody bulb for yours to shine. Just go ahead
So
and
true.
shine. All
So
right?
true.
Yeah,
So
so
true. But anyone
yeah,
wanting
sorry.
to work with you, contact you, get you on a radio station again, book you for some clash. Where they finding your info?
Instagram right here on Instagram, Don Iko, DONIKO underscore
Mm-hmm.
George.
Mm-hmm.
WhatsApp 378 5373. Um,
Wait, you giving us your
admittedly,
number?
yeah, my number is public knowledge. But
This is the
if you're
first
if you're annoying me, if you're annoying me, or you're a
block.
creeper just not answered. Like,
Oh my
plenty
God.
people, plenty people like that. Plenty
No.
people like that.
Okay.
You know how much nude pics I just get?
That's a lie. I I'm
No,
not condoning
you know how
this
much I just
one.
get? No, and it's men parts. Let me tell you why. Because they will go on Nadia Instagram and see my number and think that it is Nadia's number. So they will just send stuff. Yeah,
Who's
yeah,
so
yeah,
big, fat, and ambitious?
yeah. So like
Wow.
some would message and say, "Hey baby, I want to see you." Thing whatever, whatever. And because I'm an asshole, I will go and take a picture of like a ape or a gorilla or something and send them and say, "Here I am," and then block them. But yeah,
I knew somebody that already.
yeah. But yeah,
Send a picture of
my
a
number,
gorilla.
my number is public knowledge. I am always available for collaborations for work. I should probably mention that now because it's we as producers also need to collab more, and it's only recently that I started myself, and I also kind of understood why,
Yeah.
because I have my style, and I will always stick to my style. Lana have her style. Kyle have his style. So like Kyle guitarist. I think he was on
Yes.
the Kyle Peters was on. I think just last night Kyle did guitars on a song for me.
Mm,
So it's like different thing. I have a few projects with Madman Johan that are working on. So we
right.
as producers, we could also collab as well, share ideas. You have some drums, you have this, whatever, whatever, whatever. You know what I mean? It will help. It will
That's
help all of
true.
us in our development, and it will help to make the um to make
Project.
the to make the project better because
Hmm.
it's not just me.
Yeah.
Now it's everybody ideas. And as I say, I can speak now because I only recently became open to it. It's not something
That's good.
that I shied away from, but I just never thought about it or put
Right.
myself in that thing. And now I'm realizing, oh, this working out. This
Hmm.
could work. You know what I mean? So yeah.
Everything takes time. But how bad it is be when you have live instruments on a beat like, oh my God.
Yeah, no? Yeah, and I love
Yeah.
that, eh? I
Yeah.
love that shit.
To me, just the other day, I was thinking, I was like, Alana is like the Sheila E. of Trinidad.
Listen, this little girl so fucking bad.
Oh
Oh. You
my
don't
God.
even know about how bad she is. She's just an introvert,
Yes.
so you wouldn't know. Because
Yeah.
she could play drum, she could play keys. Don't let she fool
Mhm.
all this.
I
She just
never
playing
know
keys.
that.
She could play bass.
Wow.
Yeah, son. She could play pan. That little girl fucking
And
bad.
she just
That little
just
girl bad.
there trying to be
And
like,
but she just
quiet
quiet.
storm. She did
She just
say
quiet.
quiet storm.
Mm. That she did. That she did, man. That's the moment I saw that how skilled she was and how serious she was about the producing. That's why I started to help her. What tones what drums, what thing, whatever look,
Fine.
all this, whatever thing she would send some just 2 days ago. She came and she played some stuff for me that she did recently. And she telling me she in a funk. But I listening to stuff that she doing and saying,
What
oh,
funk?
yeah, this real about here, what funk? You know what I mean? So yeah,
It's
nah,
always it's good to let someone else hear and tell you because
Mhm,
as you say, you've been doubting yourself. Other people doubt
mhm,
themselves too. So
mhm.
you have to
Me
be
had that kind
open.
of ego. I don't have that kind of ego. I telling you, oh my brother, this very bad. This very bad.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't have
Yeah.
that kind of ego. I not thinking and watching a man thing and saying boy this bad quiet and I think nah I let a man know dog you very
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
because it's
very
good.
bad.
It's
That
good
hard.
because it gives them the inspiration and the push. It just give them the push.
Yep. Hmm.
Yeah, yeah,
Hmm.
yeah.
Yep.
So, guys,
Yep.
if you're in the music industry, the soca industry, and Iko just happened to come in your DM to give his 2 cents about what you can improve and what you can change, don't take it anywhere. It's coming from a place of love. And for
Yeah,
Iko to come
I'll
and
just send
message you.
4 minutes. I'll send 4 minute voice notes when I observe something.
Yeah, but I got to come messages because he took an interest and he like, okay, he sees the potential, right? Um,
Hmm.
again, I want to thank you for your time. This is but that's
Yeah, we
box.
see what.
I want to thank you for your time. Just remember that this is going on the Behind the Soca YouTube channel, and clips will be on the page as well on Instagram. Don't forget,
Nice.
ad form June 29th. Get all your tickets. Come out and it will be epic as
It gonna be a
always.
vibe. It gonna be
Okay,
a
wait.
vibe. Trust me.
Quick before you go, because
Hmm.
somebody was challenging me on this. Nadia Batson wrote Papa Battle, right?
Yeah.
I was
Top to
right.
bottom.
I was.
Top to bottom.
I told
If
her
I
we
if I play if I play the demo for you now, you can't tell the difference with the voices. You can't tell
Mm,
the difference. It's the same exact song from top to bottom.
yeah.
Top to bottom.
Well, thank.
That rhythm had about 15 songs on it.
What?
Yeah,
Okay.
she wrote about 15 songs on it. The four that came out
Wow.
was the four that we chose. That
Mm,
rhythm went through different phases.
right? A shit. You say mad. Mad.
Yeah.
Boy,
That
Kyle
rhythm went through
says,
different phases.
Kyle saying thank you for being real with us. Of course, he could only be
Mm.
himself. Don Iko,
Yeah.
the boss. So I thank everyone for joining us tonight. Thank you for all your comments and your questions. Aiko, God bless.
Thank you very,
Thank you. As I
very
just call
much.
him, Powers. Can't wait to see you all soon. Have a send
Yes,
lover.
definitely.
Good night.
Guys, thanks for having me.
You're
Everybody,
welcome.
blessings. God love.
Bye.